ain't never know that. What up, dog?
Welcome back at it again.
Welcome to our YouTube. Welcome to our channel.
Hi guys.
All subscriptions, so you can subscribe everywhere.
Okay.
Somebody didn't know how to get that shit out.
Platforms.
The platform.
Subscribe at the platforms. Okay, y'all. So this is Big Talk, Small Conversation. I'm your host, Kai Unique.
And I'm Ken. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's your host, Ken. Why is my hair so big?
I was looking at me too.
Y'all be worried about the
over
wrong
here
shit. Look, like
This is not the wrong shit.
some people won't even see y'all. They only gonna hear this.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to let y'all know though. These last couple episodes, Double Chin been on fleek, but we're definitely working on that right now.
Real bad.
It's been real bad, but you know.
You going to get a piece after this? Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You all in my business.
He never said he was going to get some pizza.
That wasn't no secret.
She taking the shirt in the back.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you would.
But with women eat always a secret. They'll never know what they want.
Facts.
So
All right, so y'all,
Yes.
our topic today, our main topic is what's your breaking point? So we got, big talk, small talk. Our small talk today is when is it enough for you to walk away from any relationship, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, family member, mom, dad, auntie, cousin. Like, what's enough for you to be like, okay, at this point, I'm done. So let's start with Jason.
damn, I talk a lot. Nah, I'm real simple. Just loyalty. Once I lose loyalty for somebody, it don't matter family, it don't matter.
You
friends.
leaving?
Yeah,
Loyalty
I
gone?
don't.
What
because
about the
I'm-
soft spots though? You get soft spots. for
I'm
your
already
heart.
a vulnerable person, so when I meet people and I give you my whole, or I give you a lot of my heart, you already got me wholeheartedly. So once you misuse that, then
You fucked up.
yeah,
You
that's
fucked
it.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a nigga that'll cut you off and you won't even know you cut off. I'm that cool.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
how it's supposed to go.
Yeah,
how it's supposed to
like,
go.
I just won't. You feel me?
This is Ugly Jason, y'all. I did not introduce.
Oh,
And
what up,
then-
though? My name Ugly Jason.
All right.
You feel me?
Yes.
I grew into my looks.
And then Kristen.
For me, I think you never really know. Like, you can, just like she said earlier, like, you can say, oh, I'll never do this, I'll never do that. But then you find yourself in a situation and you're dealing with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't really say, this is, unless you don't love the person. Like, if it's just somebody you don't really, I mean,
could
show
love
us ass
somebody
crack
and
you
not
like,
fuck with
no.
them.
But if you like deeply in love, I think you tolerate a lot. You don't really
You
know
do.
what that breaker. You can say this is my breaking point, but then you end up going back and going back and going back. So you don't.
And girls do that a
I
lot.
feel like it's just a waking moment randomly that happened to where it's like you look in the mirror
You like
and you
this
just
too
like
much.
this is it.
Right.
I'm not myself.
Which
But
no
it's
more.
not a
leads me to me.
specific thing.
Yeah, I'm not dumb
Which
no more.
leads
It
to
is
my
a
point.
specific thing. We'll call that
I
being
feel
dumb.
like-
Not a clown. Not a clown.
Yeah,
no more.
guys never leave. Guys never leave. I feel like she was leading to me. Once you give me the ick, it's time for me to go. Like everything you do starts to piss me off. I'm looking at you. I'm like, you're just ugly. Like it's time to go.
You big black bitch.
Yes, your ass crack hanging out and shit. I can't even.
Not a little bit of booty.
I used to.
Bitch, I cut my pants don't fit the same no more. Chill out.
Okay, go ahead.
For me, I don't know. Like she said, like you never can say like I'm gonna pinpoint this, but just going through like situations and relationships and stuff, it's like okay. For me, at a point in time, it was like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my breaking point. Like now you embarrass me in the public. Like I gotta say, oh he got a baby, but it ain't mine. You know what I mean? When you become physically abusive for me, you can't put your hands on me, just period.
You ain't getting your ass beat?
Yeah, no. I grew up, like, watching my mom go through that. So that was, like, trauma for me. And, like, I made a vow to myself, like, I would never, like, go through that. But, like I said, I know it's hard to say that. Like you say, if you love someone, it's hard to just walk away. You're like, oh, you know, I'm not going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know how to manipulate and make you feel like, oh, it was you made me do this to you. Like, no, that's not love.
Yeah, because they
So,
study you. They know how
yeah.
you are. They know things that's like, pressure points and things like that for you.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to do this and do that. Like, make you feel special just in that moment to get you back where they need you to be.
Right.
I'm on Marion. I got an icebox where my heart used to be. Bitch, you cut people off quick, man.
I would rather guys go cold. Continue.
I feel like for me, what's enough for me is when I realize I'm just really not myself. Like I'm at a point where I just want happiness. So when I feel that I'm not myself, or I'm being tit for tat, or I'm starting to be spiteful, like that's when I don't want to do it no more. It's not fun no more. And at that point, it's a conversation definitely need to be had.
Yeah, like you fall. I feel like you will know because you will fall in a state of depression. Like you don't want to do nothing. You start losing yourself, or
Yeah.
you know, like you used to get your hair and nails done. Like you not upkeeping because it's like for what? And I'm gonna go and then you say certain stuff like, and as far as like I had to cut like some family members off, like versus like people take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Like borrowing money and stuff like that, not giving it back. And if I see you on social media living it up, like
Which I need it when the taxes come around.
like,
Supposed to be. I know you owe
it
me.
can go a whole bunch of ways. Like I know my worth. You know what I mean? Like so when is you gonna put a stop to it? Like you have to put your foot down at a certain point, but you really have to get there.
So what about when it's not physical abuse, or when it's not, you know, some of those little small things? Because, you know, trauma and things that you need to walk away comes from in so many different forms. Like somebody could verbally abuse you. Somebody
Yeah,
could
it's
tell you
normally
certain
verbally.
things.
Yeah.
Y'all women the king of verbal abuse. What y'all?
I don't know. I feel like guys started and we just matched the
No.
energy.
Let me tell y'all something. A lot of women know they can't physically beat man.
Yeah.
But with words, you can physically break a man down.
Yeah.
You definitely can.
So
beat
when,
your ass too.
when it's
Okay, yeah.
I
he
know
did
that you
knuckle
kind of. I
sandwich.
say you was a little bit bigger than me.
He said, "Yeah, bitch, I'm a
Yeah, some of them fights are gonna be
You know
easy
what?
fights,
Yeah.
fella. Don't be looking. She stand up, nigga. You gonna be
Right. She gonna be
out.
yeah,
We was
nah.
just watching. What was we watching earlier?
Thin line between love and hate. Well,
Dog.
no, no, but I just feel like just in some of those situations, we put ourselves in situations and we're so vulnerable to people that we don't realize how vulnerable we are sometimes, and then it leaves you stuck in a situation. And I feel like a lot of time, even when people show you themselves, sometimes we ignore who people show you who they really are.
Because they
And then
just mad.
Ain't even that they just mad. Sometimes we be so I call it googly eyed.
Yeah.
Like when you googly eyed over somebody, you don't really see the fucking facts around
Yeah.
what the fuck going on.
It be
because
there.
If it's like
It
good
be there.
sex, then
Damn,
you
you
know.
gotta-
Yeah. That's exactly what it be.
bomb.
Like,
but yeah, like,
He just got attitude.
I can handle it.
Yeah, okay.
so let me ask you-
called me a fat bitch.
so let me ask y'all this. So because this is this kind of
I kind of am though, y'all.
this kind of a man question to a woman, because even if you kind of googly eyed in certain situations, I feel like a lot of times as human beings we create toxic situations because the person never really changed who they were, but we realized who they were. So a lot of times we've created a pattern of dealing with certain things, and then once it becomes unacceptable, it's kind of like a lot of times guys start acting crazy.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
this nigga, because once you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
But once the guy don't realize that, because it's been a certain pattern created throughout this, you know what I'm saying, relationship.
You keep taking them back.
Yup,
You keep doing the same
it's the
thing.
same shit.
Yeah.
So it becomes a repetitive nature. So like, what is it that's, because I done got cut off before and I didn't know why I got cut off. The bitch cut me off.
You should know why though. I just feel
I don't never
Why
know.
y'all don't?
But that's,
Because I'm
women
real,
think
I don't tell you. I
y'all
feel like you
thought
know.
process are 10 times higher than men. Y'all want men to think how y'all think and we can't.
So y'all really don't know when we block y'all for no reason.
No. I can tell you a few times I ain't even, because sometimes
didn't even
I've been a
notice.
side nigga
I do.
before.
I block so.
So,
I mean, I
but I've
block,
been a
but
side nigga before. So if I got blocked,
certified side nigga here.
Okay.
You taking out the way she did.
certified side nigga. I'm gonna get a shirt, right? I'm like, new brand.
They gonna eat that shit up. They gonna be
Certified
like, yeah.
side niggas. But literally, it's when I might get blocked because I already know she's going through her shit with her dude or whatever the case may be. So sometimes when you deal with certain situations,
It could be anything.
You don't know why you done got blocked. Sometimes I could have said something wrong. Sometimes the date could have been wrong. This could have been wrong. That could have been wrong. So it's kind of, you feel me? It's just a pattern that we create for ourselves, I think.
Okay.
So
I think too, like you can tell when a woman is done because once she don't cry and she numb to the situation, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like,
Now I'm coming for everything. I'm like, you remember you told me?
Let me just shoot back. So when have y'all ever had a guy leave y'all?
No.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I did
I
when I was
prefer
16.
for you to leave me.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
scared to leave a situation, so I literally play it so you can leave me, and
So
I'm
Play
okay
that
with you.
delusional role.
I promise you, I will do that. I will do some little slick stuff where because now it's different, but I didn't have the balls to leave no dude alone. I knew they were weaker than me. Like real talk, I knew they were weaker than me. Even though like I've had very masculine men and swear up and down they was the main ones, but I know how I move. Like I don't really catch feelings how most people catch feelings. So when it'd be hard to like, dang, how do I let this go? I really ain't fucking with this nigga no more. And I know if I tell him like I'm good, it's gonna be a little toxic. So let him not fuck with me. So I didn't egg on situations and did little stuff so you could be like, yeah, bitch, I ain't fucking with you no more. That's why I left you. I have one ex, he would swear up and down. That's why I left you. That's why I left you. You did, boo. You left me.
Once I was
You
done.
sure did.
Y'all, cause y'all be getting even on the low key tip. Everybody, I promise you, if I aired out some of my shit, bitch, we even plus some.
To the grave we go.
Like you said, you're gonna be feel real belittled
Yeah, that's okay.
if I air it out.
But I'm okay with knowing that. Like if I know I could kill you, I don't have
Damn.
to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if I know I could fuck up if I wanted to shut you the fuck down, if I wanted to bruise your ego, tear it up, I could.
Yeah.
But
I'm
just
telling you.
knowing that's down deep down inside, I'm taking it to the grave, baby. I'm okay with that.
I fuck with you. I'm
Like-
like that too.
Like what
Yeah.
Kai said, like for me, I had an ex to leave me. I felt like that I wasn't strong enough to walk away because I wanted that relationship so bad. You know what I mean? Like the look like, you know what I mean? Like, are we happy and little stuff like that? But he ended up leaving me and moving in with another female, but I was mentally okay.
Yeah.
So I prepared myself mentally. Like
I
I
don't
knew
give a
you was doing
Okay.
stuff. So I was out doing me.
Go ahead.
But you was the one to walk away. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna help you pack your stuff. Come and get it. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're gonna
So,
see, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, you
Yeah.
mentally build yourself up. Like I knew it was over. I just couldn't. I just didn't have the nerve to say like, yeah,
Physically,
I don't wanna be with
yeah.
you.
Separate myself from the
Yeah.
situation.
Yourself.
So it was convenient for me. It was the convenience.
What about you, Kristen?
Little spoon in that nigga.
No, don't do that. I don't know. I'm normally like a feisty personality, so for me, it's like, bitch, you gotta go. I'm not gonna wait for you to do like
Yeah.
because I want you to know you wrong. It's you. It's not me.
Really?
Yeah.
You be on that?
But
I'm scared.
a lot
after
of guys-
growing, I think I've learned to do a lot of like self-awareness. To where it's
Me
like,
too.
Yeah, like it's not, if it's two people in a relationship, it's not 100% one person.
Yeah. You
So,
gotta
like,
see
you
where
have-
you came
right.
in. That yes.
Right. So I'm not as like, I don't want to say crazy because I'm not crazy.
All women are crazy. All women are crazy.
But I'm
But go ahead.
more calm and like cool now to where it can be a good conversation and it's a breakup, but it can be like, listen, we both know that's not working. Like, let's just.
And that's what people don't want to do. I'm totally okay with saying, okay, let's agree to disagree on this relationship. But it's always fuck you, bitch. I fucked it. Like, why do
that's
we have to go
fine,
to
but
that?
still, the relationship is still
So how
over.
many
Like, they can't
conversations
kidnap
like
you,
that?
keep you in a
I'm
relationship.
sorry. How many conversations like that have y'all had like in the breakup? To
Like a
where
nigga
it's
saying,
alright.
fuck you, bitch.
Every ex, though, I have
a
one
fuck
ex,
you, bitch,
two exes.
That where it exited out like, all right, this shit not working.
Oh, zero.
No, because and let me tell you why it doesn't happen. Because honestly, like where I'm at today, I'm able to have those conversations. But that's so scary to tell the person that you've been with for however long that I'm not happy anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. That's a really big step to take, and people don't take the thought of or even look into it, how that was huge of you to get to that point. Like to tell somebody I don't want to be, that's so big because we always take the safe way out. We always go find another dude on a low key tip and let me get out of this mentally before but who really takes the time to say, you know what, this isn't working for me anymore. Let me go heal. I'ma deal with the shit the relationship brought me. Like people don't want to do that.
Yeah,
But I
especially
feel
guys
like,
don't.
Let me say this. I feel like
Girls
this.
too.
Shout out, you got your lip gloss on today.
Yeah, shout out to Pretty Legs. She told me don't do it. She told me my lips be dry.
That's funny.
Let me put on my thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Shout out to Rihanna.
But I feel like I forgot what I was about to say.
We was talking about how we like, you know, to
Had a hard conversation.
to have that hard conversation.
I'm great. Glad you brought me back. So it's like this. I feel like a lot of times when we deal with relationships and we deal with certain things, is that the one thing that's missing from a lot of relationships, just any relationship, successful relationships, if you go to your grandparents or anybody that's always married, they're always indulging. And you can ask them who their best friend is. They may have a best friend, but it's always going to be their significant other. I think that we lose the friend factor within getting to know people. You know what I'm saying? So because if you
they
can
don't get there first.
you don't because we're dating in such a sped up time that you don't give time to build a rapport. So you
That
don't
was
have
definitely a problem.
the real relationship to even have that conversation. So now I leave you almost stuck. Like you go to any relationship, any marriage, anything it's always gonna be their significant other, always gonna be their best friend. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like sometimes that conversation can't be had because a lot of times we don't even get to know the person as a friend. I feel like when you get to know somebody as your friends, you wouldn't lie to.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
don't lie to your friends. Male or female don't matter. You don't lie
Yeah.
to your friends. So that's what I feel like we have to deal with this portrayed image that we go into relationships with. And then now is little settled lies. You know what I'm saying? That
hurt
you
your
leave out.
feelings.
So it ain't so much that it hurt your feelings. You leave it out because you don't want to be judged. You can't be 100% honest. You know what I'm saying? You can't be all the way honest with this person because you're trying to build something. I feel like that's missing.
But a lot of times, like with that, what you said, a lot of people don't even want to be honest with themselves. They want to jump in a relationship, but they don't even know themselves.
Yeah.
They hopping in with somebody, and you want to say that person has trauma. They have all these things, but you didn't hear so much shit from yourself that you don't even want to face. And then you get into a relationship to fill a void because you don't want to be alone. And my thing is, how you expect somebody to be with you when you don't even want to be with you in your own time, in your own space?
And that goes into everybody loving themselves. You can't love nobody else properly. Unless
Exactly.
You love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and that's where the void comes in at because we go out looking for love. Like that's why, and we kind of touched on it earlier with the celibacy shit. But you know what I'm saying? When you know how to love yourself properly, you don't need shit from nobody.
You don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
So it ain't till you meet that person that actually is gonna help you grow and elevate. You know what I'm saying? It's time wasting in between because you only getting to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you deal with breakups, you only learn who you are. So
my next question to y'all is, when you dealing with somebody and you see that it's going ugly, or like, why isn't that enough for you to be like, okay, like, this ain't it no more? Why do you stick around? I'm talking about red flags been tossed in your face at this point.
I'm gonna go right here because she said good.
Yeah,
sex.
it's really that.
I'm gonna
It's
let you lead
honestly
this
that. It's honestly that.
But
I feel
the
like,
sex, the sex is that deep that you gonna get
yes.
dogged.
That's why
And
people
it's
should
ego,
wait
because
until
I
marriage.
think women think a lot. I can change them.
Yeah.
I'm enough.
You
You'll
did say
change
that
for
one
me.
episode.
They all want to look at niggas as projects.
Yeah, we said that.
Yeah.
We look at you.
Like,
we
he
look
has
at
the frame I
Good
want.
dick, I
I
can
can
bring
get
that
him
up.
to be what I want him to be. Because
Yeah.
he look like how I want him to. He fuck me like I want him to fuck me. So I'm going to just do this and he going to change and be perfect for me.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, it's black and white. You are not doing the basic requirements that I need to move forward. We're done. Like, why can't it be like that anymore? Why can't we put ourselves first enough to just know that this isn't working anymore? This isn't benefiting me at all. You're literally broken at this point. You depressed. You're not happy. The sex ain't even good no more
People be
because
scared of
you know.
loneliness.
But for real, like,
It'd be
I'm
this like fear of loneliness. Honestly, for me, I feel like when I was going through what I was going through, I just didn't want to be alone. Like,
Why though?
I was like, okay, I get bored for a second. Okay, let me go hang out. Like, let's just chill for a second. And
What
then
are
now
you running
repeat
from
the
for
cycle.
yourself though? Because
I
that's
don't
the
know.
question that you need to ask
it's a
yourself.
level of comfort.
Yeah.
Because when you're comfortable in a situation, sometimes it's hard even starting over.
Yeah.
Or even feeling comfortable. Women don't, like, when women have sex, they ain't fucking a bunch of niggas.
Yeah. they
So
not.
you don't have, like, you can go feel comfortable in certain
Come on,
spaces.
Okay.
But you want to hear something crazy? You want to hear something crazy? I don't know if I said this, but the craziest thing is the females that be fucking, that was fucking early and getting ran to high school, all them bitches married now.
That's crazy.
I want to
how?
put that.
How?
Because
I honestly feel like like me, I've never been proposed to, but I am a little bitch a little bit where I tell a guy off rip, don't ask me nothing like that. Like, we have to talk about that. Don't just come off.
Oh, no, I'm jumping off the rip. You ain't gonna tell me what to do.
I'm definitely
sorry.
telling you that. I'm
jumping
definitely
off the
telling
rip.
you that off the
If
strength
I feel
of.
like that, you gonna know where my feelings at. You better embarrass
But
me.
it should be mutual. Like, it be the signs right there. Like, I like me, I know when I'm in a toxic situation or relationship where it needs to stop. So please don't ask me nothing like that. First of all, my next relationship, I'm not even going to be in nothing. Like, if y'all see me in something, I am truly happy with that person because I'm so content with myself.
I feel like sometimes it's dating brackets. Sometimes you just gotta date up. You grow outside the element that you in. Sometimes people have to understand the mindset and the mind frame that you in, and even the time frame that you in. Because more than anything, timing is everything. Like even availability in relationships, it's hard to even be in a relationship when y'all work two different schedules. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's hard to be in that type of relationship because of the timing. It don't even meet up right. So I feel like time and just be everything. Just, you know what I'm saying? And you have to line it up. That gotta mean something. You know what I'm saying? It has to, because the older we get, you start realizing how much time you don't have. So now my time can't be wasted. So now my time has to be appreciated. So I just feel like time and just everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Anything you want to add on to it?
No, like far as like we talked about hit on you, far as like what you want, like you don't know what you will accept or want in a person unless you date. So each person will teach you something different.
Yeah.
So
Back to the relationships. Like I said, it can be anybody. I've been in situations where I cut off family and I was told that, oh, be the bigger person or let it go. But for me, like, I can't let shit slide like that. Like, you're not about to play with me. I'm sorry. I don't care if you my grandma, my mama, like, whoever can get cut off over my own peace.
So how much do you
Man,
let slide
fuck them
from your
niggas, so.
significant other? Then you let
I'm
slide
on
from
the
your
same
family?
type. I'm on the same type of time now because I literally had
You
to
said now.
heal.
So before.
But before, my family used to get a pass. My niggas used to get a pass.
Okay.
And like, I used to just let it. What I can say is I've been more so of I want to say a delusional person, believing your lies more than anything. I will always be like, you know, you're not really feeling this way. You cussed me out. Yeah, you really ain't feeling that. You just mad trying to hurt my feelings. I've always can understand that. You know, I'm not the type I used to go and try to kill with words, but I don't do that anymore and haven't done it in a while because I know words really do hurt. But I know that some people aren't where I'm at, so I used to let a lot of shit slide when people talk to me.
Let me ask
crazy.
y'all this, right? And it's crazy. And I don't know if any of y'all ever dealt with this, but I'm just going to ask this question because we're talking about abuse, physical and verbal abuse. What hurt more, physical or verbal?
Verbal. I'd rather you
I
can.
don't know if I get punched in the face.
I'm sorry. I've never got beat on. I've never got beat on. I've never been a dude never put their hands on me, and if they would, I promise you, I'm squaring up like
Hell
a nigga.
yeah.
But and I understand that, but
everything
still,
I love,
but
and I'm calling my
even
daddy
in that
afterwards.
aspect,
And we
what
really
do
up
you
at that
think
point.
will hurt more, physical or verbal?
I feel like
Because-
verbal. I feel
Yeah,
like
verbal
verbal.
hurts more.
I was in a verbal abusive relationship. When I tell you he broke me down mentally, I thought, like, I remember we got into it so bad that I literally wished death upon myself. Like, I hope I get into a car accident and die. I literally said that because he had me, like, when I tell you the things he would say to me, and it was like, I'm literally here to change your mind. I really, like you said, as a project, I knew he was hurting, and I thought that I could be the one to change, but it broke me down in the midst of it. I was literally hurting.
That energy linger off on people. People don't
Yeah.
understand
verbal
that.
abuse will have you second guessing yourself. Like, am I enough? Like, what did I do to deserve this? Like, and
I
don't do
love
nothing-
you, and
Yeah,
this
I
how
love
you, and this
So,
how
like,
you talking to me,
And
and
I didn't realize that I was in a verbal relationship until after the fact. Like, dang, he said this to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't click. It didn't click then. Because I'm just like, whatever. You
We
know what
both
I'm saying?
angry. We just talking.
Yeah,
Cause
but
I
when I realized, I was like, yeah.
yes or no. It's so
Yeah.
really.
I don't
it's
even
really
want to be at that
embarrassing.
point. I don't want to. My thing is, what really hit me, like my last relationship I was in. He didn't understand why I was leaving, but it was like, I don't respect you as a man. I don't want to be with somebody that I don't respect, for one. And for two, I'm noticing that I'm trying to hit you where it hurts. Like, I don't want to be that person. I've grown from this. I know the old me. The old me, bitch, I hope your grandma shoot you in the head. Like, type time. Craziest things. I was coming it because I was hurt. I was trying to hurt you back, but like
That's coming. That's followed up with physical.
it was definitely
After because it, but sometimes
Yeah.
that's the, and I feel like we get just too caught up into that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The abuse is abuse, no matter which one it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? We could have our parents talk to us a certain way to where we, you know what I'm saying? You go through, you deal with certain shit, and you're not used to that. So I don't know. A lot of shit you learn through relationships with people. You learn yourself through relationships. I tell people all the time, if it's not a mirror, you won't never see what you look like. So you will only know yourself through other people. So
A lot of men who verbal abuse women has something mentally wrong with them.
Yes.
but let me say,
Family
okay,
be
I'm
talking
not
to them like
defending that.
that.
I'm not defending that. But I feel like this. I feel like guys that are, when they share their vulnerability, the verbal abuse, because it's so much vulnerability in it. I've been in relationship and situations to where I've held certain vulnerabilities and trust, and it got used the other way. You know what I'm saying? So now it hurt more than anything because you vulnerably broke me down. Like, women can vulnerably break man down. You know what I'm saying?
with that being
within their
said,
trust factor, I feel like.
do you leave or do you continue to date the girl?
Oh shit! I only dealt with that like in real time one time. Like, you feel me?
And how was
I feel
that?
like guys
How was that
never leave.
situation for you?
I mean, I left, but it wasn't. I don't know how, because it was so long ago. I don't know how I reacted. You feel me?
How you react?
Like, I reacted. No hands involved, but I reacted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's like, you fat, stinky bitch.
no, I got a dog.
Show call her a fat
She wasn't fat yet. But you feel me? It's still certain things and then you know what I'm saying, you take it to heave, and then it's different shots taken. It's, you know what I'm saying, it's not. These are mental.
So do y'all forgive?
Yeah, low
do you
blows.
guys forgive when a girl comes? Because
in
y'all
my
done got
situation,
talk
I
crazy.
had to, because you know what I'm saying, what's all tied around it. But I don't forgive people. I don't forget stuff.
Why you don't forgive?
I won't. I'll forgive you, but I feel like if you said it, you meant it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, whenever you say something, the words you can't retract them words. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
So it's a-
sometimes,
People
like you
like to
said-
say I'm mad or stuff like that. Like, I really don't feel like that has to do with
But
anything.
that's not
That
true
should be
though,
your truth.
because look how much things that we don't say. Like, for the ones who don't say those.
Yeah,
little
I don't
things.
do that. So
I mean, I don't go back and try to hurt you with words, but I for sure think about what I could say to you. Like I said,
Yeah.
I know I could kill you to hurt your whole ego. But what's the
I
difference
got one I could
for
shit on.
literally speaking it and thinking it? What's the difference?
I got one I could shit on. I didn't want to tell my story. You know I like telling stories. But
Go ahead, we listening.
what? What you want to hear? The time I could have re-shitted on her, even though she thought shit on. All right, I had an ex that she cheated on me. You feel me? Like, she got caught.
she cheated first, or it's like a
See
get
how
back?
see how you knew what was going on. So,
I had to.
but it wasn't. No, it wasn't. We were cheating on each other. It wasn't just. You feel me?
Like,
And
get
she
back
don't
to
know
get
I
back.
was cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She
do
definitely
now.
knew.
no, she did.
She definitely.
Let
She
me tell you something
probably
crazy.
did. How you know she ain't
Passwords
know
to
you
my
first?
phone, everything. When I cover my tracks, I cover my tracks.
Okay, I can understand
It
that.
ain't no, I ain't got nothing
Good
to hide
cheater.
from you.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to hide from
Advanced.
you. If I'm cheating, you
You
in
already know
line.
he's certified.
I'm
so.
coming into my cheating, bitch. I got a girlfriend. So
Yeah,
anyway,
But that's how you supposed to.
but anyway, so we now get all our secrets. We, but literally, she had we went out of town one time. So long story short, I end up. I don't even know if because I don't know if I should tell this.
Say little
Started
pieces.
now. Go ahead and finish.
Go
it.
I
ahead,
had
y'all.
all
out
the
of
way,
town.
Yeah.
go all the way.
Go ahead.
Go big or go
Drop
home.
that tea.
Okay.
First
Ain't
I
no
was
drop the
instigating,
tea.
but now
Big
I'm on
talk.
that.
Come
Fuck
on.
y'all better not judge me either.
We ain't gonna
So
judge you.
yes, y'all are. So
I'm gonna tell you if
So-
I ain't gonna say no, nah.
she we went out of town or whatever. So long story short, we go out of town. I got to speed up the story to go back. So after the fact, once I found out she was cheating, I found out she was out of town, like shooting niggas and shit. She single, she out here, come slide on me. We together out of
outside.
town.
She knew you were cheating.
No, we're together out of town. No, she didn't know I was cheating. We're together out of town.
So how was she
it was
saying?
it was a group.
Oh, it
of
was
us,
a
though.
vacation.
It's not just us two. It's a group of us. So
Okay.
we all out of town together. So, but she in the mix. on
It's
her
your
shit.
girl.
So I see this as we're breaking up. So let me go back to the out of town
Oh.
trip initially.
Oh
got
yeah,
me?
you gave her the ick already. She was on that.
I ain't give her the ick 'cause she didn't get no ick from me. So because she was so slick with her shit, she couldn't. There wasn't no catching me or nothing. It's a lot of stuff that led up to that, but I wasn't caught. I
That's
guarantee
that
y'all
ego.
that.
They think, oh, well, I changed my password. It's an intuition.
It's
I
not
can
a
go through
change
your
of
phone and
password.
I
You wanna hear
tell
something
you, I
crazy?
know
It
what
wasn't
you're
a
doing,
change.
you know?
I just put lock on my phone because I got news on my shit. I never had a lock on my phone. You can go through my shit at any given. I
I've been
had
through a
two
whole phone and
phones.
didn't see a thing, and I still knew that motherfucker was cheating.
But it's an intuition
Yeah.
thing. You ain't got no proof,
I don't
so
care.
that's not a
We're not in
fact.
court.
So that's not a fact.
I know what it is.
I'm hurting your feelings.
So let me rewind to the story. So,
And I knew she was ugly, and
one
I'm just
night-
playing.
So this was
bitch was weak as hell.
So this is what she did. No, so this is the first time. This is an exclusive right here. So she we go out when we was out of town. Long story
He don't want to embarrass
I
you.
do not want to say this
Go
shit.
ahead, drop that
We
tea.
all
long
got
story
that
short.
before though.
When we was out of town, you feel me? We all in the mix. We all in our own vibe. So one day I just snuck off. You feel me? I was supposed to go to the club. I didn't go to the club. Long story short, drop my niggas off. So I ended up linking up with this chick. So
It's already
On some
bad.
bullshit.
It's already bad.
I'm
So
going
you
to say,
linked up
no,
with the
chill
chick.
out. Let me muster up my courage. Damn.
You had the courage to cheat.
He trying to breathe it
Let me
out.
chill. So I end up sliding on this other chick. So we didn't fuck, but I ate her pussy.
Oh, that's worse.
No,
Nigga,
this
you
what made
gotta
it worse.
die.
Chill out. So we I slide back to the room. So long story short, it's my brother staying in our room and my cousin ended up coming up later. So now I had two keys, so I couldn't get in the room. So they were in our room too. So I couldn't get in the room. So I had to knock on the door at like 5 or 6 in the morning. So long story short, my cousin has people up there. So I had to create a scene in a way. Like all these people in our room. I'm mad, but I'm not mad. Created a scene, you feel me? Me and my dog about to fight. Me and my cousin about to fight. I'm putting this nigga out because I create the scene, but he going up too. You feel me?
You
We
ain't
both in
expect
there. I'm in the mix. I'm walking in at 5 o'clock, and I don't have a for real excuse, even though the club's closed at 4. I didn't have all the way excuse, but so I'm turning up on this nigga. Like, why you got all these people in here? We going back and forth. So she actually grabbed me and kissed me in the process.
The girl?
My girlfriend.
That was the musty pussy.
Nah, you know, I sat down so quick, like.
You tell my shit on myself.
So bitch, we even. She could have cheated.
Not even.
Cause you feel me?
Nah.
It was, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
niggas is nasty. You gotta die.
Yeah.
On everything.
Well, hopefully she don't watch
got
this because she
to.
from the east side too. So bitch, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, since we there. Let's go all the way there.
Damn. Don't play us like that on the east side. Honestly,
Say no. Look at Kristen like, what the fuck?
look. She warmed up for us. Move my seat,
Can't make
somebody.
this
She
shit
ready
up.
to swing on me.
that's wild. Niggas do it though. Niggas honestly probably do worse. Like they probably
for this
eat
show,
ass,
nigga.
do the whole 9, and then come home. Like, I'm so happy. 'Cause Lord,
Okay,
niggas
so
have to die.
one of my questions before we get into big talk is, what makes you put someone's feelings over yours? Like that's where I'm at now. Like I'm so black and white when it comes to it. You're not about to do something where it's that simple. You wouldn't want me doing it to you, so I'm not. Don't expect that. And I'm literally good on you for reasons like that. You know, what makes you sit up here and say, like, you know, he been dogging me? And a lot of people say, like, well, I've been doing me too. That doesn't justify to me enough reason to go ahead and keep dealing with somebody because, I do me, you know, that, nah, bitch, you over there hurting by this nigga for real. Talking about you do you.
So you acting out, going crazy.
Yeah, whole time want your nigga to be right.
Yeah.
But you're hurting. So, you know, that's one question I really want to ask everybody. Like, what makes you put somebody else? Because, you know, the only thing you can control is yourself at the end of the day. The only thing you can control is yourself. So when you sit up there and tell, you know, that's blatantly saying, like, fuck how I feel, your feelings over mine. So what makes y'all do that?
I think it's insecurity. It's like, I don't love myself enough. I want you to love me enough for me to love me enough. Like I need your approval for me to like me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give whatever I got to you, so you can like me enough, so I can start to love myself a little bit more.
But do
It's
you really
just-
love yourself more, or do you break yourself down more?
They break themselves down more. I love me.
Okay, period.
So when you do okay, well answer that question out you, and then I'm gonna get into my next
I
one.
crossed my legs. I got comfortable. I feel like it's just not so much. It's just depending on the situation, because I feel like I love my daughter more than I love myself. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on the type of situation. I feel like we give up love for vulnerability and for futures. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you feel me? You stay in certain situations because you can see the long term longevity of the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how I feel like sometimes you can give up, self love for, you feel me? The idea love. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we get wrapped around that.
To me, I feel like a lot of people just like love bomb you. So like they give you this, give you that, give you all this love and attention and all the things that you want, and then they just take it. So now you're fiending for something that you once had, and now it's gone.
That's
so I feel like
Pisces.
that's why a lot of girls too.
Not a Pisces.
I'm not a Pisces. I feel like a lot of people, like girls, especially girls, keep going back to a nigga because he like, okay, he giving you all this attention, boop, he snatch it. Then you got it back, and then boop, he snatch it. So now it's like a cycle that you really can't get out of until you choose to take the side that the love that he's giving you and do it to yourself too. Like you have to literally love yourself first, or you're going to get ate up by narcissistic men. I feel like they literally bounty hunt and prey on weak women who know not gonna leave. So I feel like ending all, niggas never gonna leave.
I don't think
You gotta
it's a
leave for
bounty hunt
yourself.
though. I think at some point we have to take some type of
Accountability.
We definitely
Because
do.
it's not even a bounty hunt. It's easy for them these days. So
Yeah.
it's like you have to look at yourself and say, why do I keep meeting the same type of person in a different body?
Exactly.
100%.
I'm gonna have you answer now. What made you put someone's feelings over yours?
I think just women in general, we can handle more than when it comes to men. To show like, okay, I'm around with you, it's not that hard, or things like that, or to show loyalty or something like that. Just so to when you get to that point, like, okay, I've been through this, I accepted this and accepted that, and that what builds you up to your breaking point. Like, I can't do it no more.
So with that being said, a lot of people will take those things and call it love, like, but this don't feel good. It doesn't feel good. That's where I'm at now. If it does not feel good, it's wrong. Love is supposed to be a bonus to you. It's supposed to be a feeling to what you already have. And if you see clear as day that it's not that, you got all these excuses and you stick around. You got controlling people. You got people that's physically, mentally abusing you. All these different things, and we make excuse after excuse and don't want to leave the situation alone when it's just not right.
Yeah, but piggyback on what you said, like, I understand, like, some people don't love themselves until you get to that point, and it's like, I want you to love me, so I'm going to stick beside you or whatever, even though you dog the shit out of me. Like, but we just had to get to that point to say, I am enough, I'm good enough, I deserve better and stuff like that. So everybody gets to that point in a different point in their life, and it depends on when and what time they went through it.
Yep.
The timeline.
Yep.
It's timing.
Yep. Because
Right.
you're going to get tired eventually, and can't nobody tell you to get tired but you.
So the big talk today is, how do you heal and move forward from trauma, love, or anything that wasn't meant for you? How do you heal? Like, what is your, how do you be like, enough is enough?
Honestly, like, for me, when I went through things or whatever, like, prayer. Like, I had to, like, sit and say, okay, is this what I want? You ask your questions, like, when you go through things like, why I'm not good enough? What did she do that I didn't do? Or why am I keep getting walked over and stuff like that? So I had really to sit and think to say, okay, I don't want to be this person no more. So I had to come at peace with myself to give myself the pep talk, because wasn't nobody else doing it. Like, I wasn't showed love growing up. So when I felt like I had love, I wanted to hold on to that because I didn't experience that growing up. Like, my mom didn't say was like, I love you and stuff like that. So you want a broken, a girl with a what? Daddy issues, right? So
For sure, give me a girl with that issue, but y'all love you, right?
It's like once we experience that, we like, oh, okay, it's a different feeling, and we want to hold on to that, but that's not love. So with prayer, like me just realizing that I didn't deserve certain things, and then I eventually went to counseling. Like, we don't look, as Black people, think that counseling is bad. Like, I don't need nobody to talk to me and stuff like that. And I realized my childhood played a part of that. So once I realized, like, speak up for yourself. Like, I'm not just going to say nothing because I don't want to be confrontational. Like, no, now I'm going to speak up for
That used to
myself
be me.
because, yeah, so you have to speak up for yourself to know that you have a voice. Like, your opinion matter. Like, you get to say what you want to do or how you want to be treated. But if you just sit in silence, people going to continue to run over you.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason.
Damn, what's the question one more time? I was listening so heavy.
Big talk. How do you heal and move forward from the trauma?
You know me, I'm simple. I cut motherfucker off. Like, I ain't.
So do you
Do you-
truly cut them off though?
I truly cut people off.
And do you feel like
When?
you was already feeling like that before, or do you like
It's
instantly?
always
oh,
a
you got
build
me
up.
here cut.
It's always
Okay.
a build up. You don't never just. You always got to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Why?
Just because people show you who they are. You know
But
what
why
I'm
do you
saying?
have to give them a benefit of doubt if they showed you who they were? They
Because I
made
feel
that
like
choice
people
to do
will
that.
show you who they are in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even coming in, like, everything you tell me is the truth until I realize it's a lie.
Yeah.
So you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. But that's why I say when you hold
That's
your
that
vulnerability
delusional
so
realm.
close and you hold certain things so close, it's a way you do things. So once I know somebody already, like,
So
I
do
ain't say
you
fuck
guys
me over, but yeah, I'm straight on you.
do you trust your intuition?
I go 50-50.
Really?
Because, yeah, I feel like sometimes you get too deep into your head. You know what I'm saying? We get too deep into our mindsets and feeling like we can overthink situations. So I let stuff play out. When everything plays out, it always happens. How it's
I think
supposed to
I'm
happen.
always
So
right.
so your intuition basically you saying has been right every time. You let it play out and you were right the first time. So why give it 50-50?
in
when
ways, because I
100%?
missed on people because I didn't follow. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I missed on situation because I didn't follow my intuition at first, and I just try to let it play out, and I wasn't foreseeing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't aggressive enough to fuck with this girl, or you feel me? Like, so I just try to let it play out. I'm a person that falls in line, so I'm
Yeah,
an
I feel
easy
that.
person to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I
it
fall
could
in line, too.
always go either way with me. So I
Mm-hmm.
can either be the side nigga, or I could be the main nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just all on how, you know what I'm saying? I just follow people, but I feel like when people meet you and you deal with certain people, I just let them see me for who I am. I don't want to trick nobody. That's just
Okay.
how.
I'm gonna write down a question to come back to you with. All right, Kristen, how do you heal and walk away or move forward?
For me, it's the same as I said before. It's like self-reflection. I can't control what he did, what he does. Like, I can't, especially just going through a recent breakup, I can't control that. I can't look at it and say, why me? Why did he do this to me? The world is against me. Like, it's something about me that attracted that. So, like, what do I need to fix in me so that I'm not attracting that ever again? So, I just do the work. Like, I go to therapy. I need to figure out, like she said, childhood traumas. Like, what makes me feel like this is love? Because it's not.
Yeah, because
I
you really
don't-
believe that.
Yeah, and I think just pointing the blame, well, he did this, he did that, like, okay, but
Allowed
I
it.
allowed it for
Yeah,
years.
I 100%
You know,
agree.
like a long time. So I sound stupid.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, well, he did this. Like the girl on Facebook complaining about her baby daddy, but she got 4 kids. Like, girl, like, we don't care.
You
So
went 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4.
you got to do the self work to figure out why did you allow this continuously over and over again. Like, what he has going on, what he did, that's his work. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I got to focus on me and how the next man I meet is not going to be that.
Right.
And if he is that, I can easily walk away from it and I'm not drawn to it and saying, oh, well, we got this in common and we like this. And he like blue, I love blue. Like, oh, he spent $500 on me. Like, that don't matter. Like, I got to work on me to where I'm
Right.
strong enough to where it don't matter.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, so he's not even a part of my, like, self-healing.
Yeah, and
You
that's
did what you did and now we're done.
yeah.
That's it. Now it's about me.
Period. I 100% agree.
Go ahead, Ken. How do you heal and move forward?
I love that you guys are going to therapy. I actually definitely want to give that out a try. I feel like a lot of Black people in the women and just any race need to start doing more therapy. Me personally, I like to like journal. I like to write things out. I like to vent to my friends because when you actually,
She really like to make a diss
oh,
song
I
about
will,
your ass.
I will, baby.
She come and diss song in her note.
Off the Skilla Baby beat though. Like I'm not playing with you.
She got
But anyways, I definitely like to do that. I feel like it helps being able to, when you're self-reflecting, be able to go back to how you felt. Like I literally was reading something that I wrote about how I was feeling back in March, in May, and like months ago, and I'm like, dang, like that's keeping me pushing forward to not keep going back to things that I used to allow and things that I used to go through because I felt like this. Like reading this hurts. Like you're like, I felt like this at that time. So I definitely feel like self-reflection and things like that help you heal and move forward.
Okay.
I think you should feel good about that though.
Yeah.
Look back to see where you were and that you're not there today.
Can I
Yeah.
add one more thing? I meant to say that. Get up under somebody else. I like to get a good nut off too. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that.
And that's to me is a no. It's
Yeah.
a no. So
That's
my
a yes.
way,
That bitch feel good.
yeah,
That's
bitch,
a yes.
got this nut off.
But I
So
don't
for
know.
me, I don't know. For me, the way that I choose to heal and move forward is to be real with reality that's in front of me. I'm real big on, like you said. Now I need to figure out what am I doing, because a lot of things are mirror reflection. We want to go. We quick to be, oh, this person did this, but what are we doing to attract this type of person time
Yeah.
and time again?
Yeah.
You know, what about me do I need to heal from? So for me, I like to literally take myself to places that's uncomfortable as fuck. I wanna know for real, because that was the only way it took for me to truly heal. I had to literally tell myself the worst things that I dug away. I'm talking about buried 6 feet under. And those things, like I was telling you, Lacey, earlier, those things are the first thing that come in mind. You know, when you think about what's your trauma, the first thing pop in your head, you know is that, but you push that shit right back out your head. You know, we tend to do that, but I had to do, like, I did this in 2017, and I was going through my spiritual journey, and it literally took for me to just tell myself, like, what the fuck? What's going on? Why do you feel this is love? Do you really love yourself? And it was so funny because I was always, I love myself. Of course I love
Yeah,
myself.
but it's not about
But then,
looks.
do you love yourself and you taking on this? You breathe the same air I breathe. You have the same 24 hours I have. What makes me put your feelings over mine? I know, and for me, like I said, I'm not a quick, I'm a point to blame person, but I do know that I can take on things differently. I understand things a lot differently than most guys that I deal with. They're, like you said too, guys are a lot of stuff's behind when it comes to women. So, you know, when I'm dating a guy, it's like, it'd be like, okay, I know he just dealing with, he don't know how to heal these traumas, but why do I have to be a punching bag?
And yeah,
That's
actually
not comfortable for me.
I think that's so true, because I came across, a TikTok, but you know, the informational ones, but this lady was pretty much like speaking, and she's like, it's not your responsibility to stick through while a man discovers himself. Like that's when you're literally a stepping stone. He gonna get his shit together and dip. Like, and he
I
gonna
don't
use you to
think
get a
that-
car, apartment, whatever he needs to do, and get the fuck on.
I feel like it's an age gap between men and women, and that's why women date older men because we mature so late. But a lot of times, women not attracted to older men. You feel me? Like
can't.
we meant.
I don't
See, I
want
say
no
you
old
can't
balls.
look.
No saggy.
But you feel what I'm saying? But mentally, you
ma'am.
may be on the same maturity level that you on. So you may have to taper some of them, you know what I'm saying, them
Yeah.
balls down a couple inches just to.
Drop
I don't
them
know.
low.
I'm just not there. I'm not there with older guys. I feel like
What's
that
the oldest you will go then? Let me just.
I'm 31. I've dated 32.
Damn, oh, yeah.
33.
Older.
I've never dated no older guy.
I'm not talking about 70. I want you on a cane. I don't want.
I can't have you like.
like-
First of all, the
I
thing with me,
exclusively dated,
my
but I
dad.
definitely talk to.
But I like a little grin.
But do your dad? Is he your dad in your life?
What?
Is your dad in your life?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said, is he your daddy? And you're like,
No.
Oh, I'm your daddy now for sure.
So for me, y'all,
you make the
y'all
change
done
over
seen,
this.
y'all done seen my dad. Y'all done seen my dad. Y'all probably seen him going viral for me waxing his back and doing the most, screaming. Full gray beard. That just doesn't sit right with me. My dad has been actively in my life. All the men in my family are actively in my life. And then my daddy really don't play. I don't have time for him putting his hands on no old ass man about me. Even though I feel that my dad probably would date younger girls that's probably my age. Me personally,
Okay, pop.
That nigga popping them.
I mean, yeah, we're in our 30s. We're not in our 20s. So it's not like a 21-year-old dating a 45 or 50.
Yes,
year old.
at
Like,
one
we're-
point in
Ronald
time,
Isley,
it was,
81.
though. I
His
can't
wife
get that out of my
45.
mind.
It's insane.
I literally think that if I'm dating a 40-year-old, I'm literally thinking that, bro, I was one, and you or however, you know, I look at it like
Sometimes
that.
you
like,
got to,
that's
because when
sick.
people tell your age, I go back to a grade I was in. Like,
I'm
I was
telling
in the fifth
you.
grade.
So you was thinking about my young ass, like
yes, and older
No.
people too like to
It
hit you
was
with the when I was your age.
yes, it is.
Why
So
are you
hold on,
telling me
okay,
when I
all right.
was your age?
Let me ask y'all, who all dated older men since you? It was
I
amongst
never.
you?
I've talked
Okay,
to.
you.
Never
What was the
exclusively.
oldest you went?
12 years.
12 years and
10,
10.
11.
It's for
Probably
sure 2 years
about
for me.
10 years. I only date older. I can't do my age or
And you
younger.
can't go for 5 years, bitch. Chop it in half.
I'm
You going nigga
scared.
1 year older than you.
First of all, your old ass might be way too experienced for me.
I'm 35. I
good.
know some good 35-year-old niggas.
I mean, I feel like honestly, my max
These
low
not
key
veneers,
might be
these mine.
35. My max low key might be 35 for real,
Yeah.
for real. I'm just not into that. Like
You just haven't found the good one yet.
you gotta look like you 20.
Looking in
at
the
that
trash
point.
for
I
a
think she
diamond.
thinking of like linen suits and Kango hats and like stuff.
Like, it's not like that.
Not a
That's not
Kango.
what we're talking about.
Not a Kango.
You know, like
And some men don't look their age.
so if Idris Elba or like somebody that's like,
See?
Yeah. Okay.
But honestly,
I still
but
think in my
honestly,
20s, y'all better
it's
chill
still
out.
no to Idris. It's
That
still
little
no to
bit right
Idris.
here wasn't fucking
I
me
feel
up.
like you would
It's
talk
still
to
no
them,
to
just
Idris
not
because people tell
exclusively.
me my daddy look like Idris, and it's a fuck no for me. It's still so no. I don't got.
You gonna
First
get an
of all,
old nigga that's
old
gonna
niggas
wow
is-
you.
First of all,
You ain't had an old nigga yet.
no, old niggas do too much. I'm like literally not a do too much person. Do not do too much for me. Don't, sweetie, don't text me all day.
Oh my
I have a client.
that's who you're
irritating.
choosing.
I have
don't
a
get
client that was dating Lamar Odom. Okay.
She,
Yeah, he
Literally.
is.
got nothing to do with it.
Okay,
Proven.
so listen, she literally told me like she was excited when she was dating him, and she's like, he literally just did the most. I'm talking about the insecurity. She's talking about, sweetie, like the text messages. It gives
Not you
me.
getting a little spicy.
It's just giving me.
That, once
too
you left a
much right
Kardashian,
now.
you fucked up for life. So we can't even pull him out of that category.
You no longer are parts.
I don't know. I
That
just,
nigga was dating another man. Kim is big as fuck.
no,
Okay.
no.
Do you guys? I have a question. Do you guys feel like you have to have a time limit on your healing? Like, do you feel like you would give yourself like a few months? Do you feel like maybe if you got to go years? But I don't feel like it shouldn't drag years. Like maybe some
1
months.
hour. Bitch, I'm getting under
And I'm
somebody else.
outside.
Not 1 hour.
And
So
I'm
under somebody else, bitch, next hour.
Oh my
Just
God.
pass
Cause you
the
think
trauma,
that nut make you
avoid
feel
this
good. It
type.
really don't sometimes.
Yeah,
I ain't even
avoid
got.
Avoid this type.
Avoid this type.
No,
'cause
I'm
you just
I'm being
passing
honest.
traumas and traumas.
No,
that's the thing.
Cause I got that nut
When
off,
do
and
you
I still didn't feel
heal?
good. But I still,
And she probably fell in love. She probably
it
like, you
feel
like,
made me feel
oh,
good though. Like I ain't feel good, but I felt good.
But so that doesn't
'Cause
register to you? That
It
you're
don't,
literally
because it's
finding
like this.
something
Sometimes
else.
when you
Yeah,
deal with situations
honestly-
and you don't feel wanted or you feel like you're not wanted,
so then
sometimes
you
you
need
want
to work on yourself.
Yeah, but so in that time until I do that, let me find somebody
and you
that
gonna
want
be
me.
60
Yeah.
talk about women ain't shit.
No, I,
Honestly,
Love me some coochie.
I've looked at that from a different perspective too. I feel like guys, I don't know, because with my ex, he definitely moved on like too quick. Like, which that's not my business. I'm like, whichever for y'all is for y'all. But I'm like, you're literally sitting here, you still be trying to text me. Now it's like blocked, so no communication. But you be trying to talk to me, and you're kind of like, in a situation where you're like now living with somebody, and that's why I feel like.
Oh, he was homeless?
Girl, yes, I was y'all, I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, of course. That's
Y'all,
always
I'm
what
not
it is.
gonna lie.
Homeless.
My ex was definitely
Out here
an
housing
embarrassment.
niggas. Let me
And
see.
she was older than us. Like, I'm 20. He 21, just turned 21, and sis is 28. 2 kids, like
That's
literally
why though. She
housing
need the
this
babysitter though. She need
Okay,
it.
good.
But
Say
it's
it in the
certain
camera.
things that fall into. There's certain things that fall into place. She may be a woman that need a nigga at home that she
Yeah.
can take care of. Some
Yeah.
women be. It's crazy because women became so independent that they're more independent than man, so they don't need a man for shit.
Yeah, but
So
that's not that case.
it may not be, but then it belittles the man in a way. So now a man need to search for almost, I won't say a broken woman, but somebody that needs.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I feel that because he would
feel
always
me?
That's so
tell me
unfair.
too, like, you don't listen, like this is gonna last. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
But that's how
I
you
don't
know.
know.
Yeah, see?
I really don't, because you're not paying my
Just
bills.
say yeah.
I feel like
Just say
I
yeah,
feel like
even if
if you're not doing things for me that I'm not doing for myself, I feel like men who are providers get more wiggle room. You can't be cheating and you broke as fuck, can't buy her dinner, can't do this, can't do that. Like take your ass over there, let her feed you, clothe you, do everything that you need to do because I'm not finna do
Eating
it.
good. That bitch got 2 kids. That bridge car lit.
Boost, now, motherfucker.
But again, to my point,
But he eating up all they fruit snacks. Like, get your ass on somewhere.
But that's what I'm saying. It's to me, it's a defense mechanism because you trying to run into something else. Like, when are you gonna take the time to heal yourself? You like you said, yeah, it feel good to jump into the next thing, but again, that's you running from your own
It's a
trauma.
momentary feeling. You feel me?
But then, like you said, it's a momentary feeling that you never heal from.
But females think
You literally
they
get
won.
another girl. You get another girl. You deal with the other girl.
That's my nigga now.
Good luck.
Yeah, keep it.
Literally,
keep it over
facts.
there,
Keep that
please.
nigga.
Somebody can have me. Bitches don't even want me lately. I've been
You
trying
can
to
have me.
Have me, bitch. Shoot your shot, bitch. Yo, it'll go in.
It'll go in. She'll dunk that bitch.
Alley hoop, you go alley hoop, but you know
Ain't
what?
gotta do nothing. I'm running around the rim like this, bitch.
But
I'm gonna make sure
why
you
not? But why not?
We seen you leave. Walk your ass back across the
Right,
counter.
just now you just rush through the front.
But why not just deal with that though? Like, what are you hiding from yourself that you can't say? You know what? All this shit been toxic. Let me heal. Jason? What's your issue that you got going on? Now, this is me talking to you as you talking to yourself.
Okay. I feel like sometimes when you invested so much and you've been so broken, it's hard. I wouldn't say it's hard to move on, but it's hard to fathom that reality sometimes.
Because you don't want to though.
Yeah.
But when are you gonna make a decision to know I'm grown as hell? Here you go, 35. Now you trying to be 55
chilling.
toxic?
Yeah, no, I'm
Said,
chilling.
but you 35, you got a
Because-
kid, you out here home.
I ain't no.
ain't even about that, but heal
I'll be the whole. I
yourself.
gotta be. I don't mind it, but it's just the point of the fact until I find somebody that's for
No.
me, then I'm just for everybody.
You
No.
can't find a person that's for you.
So, but when you find that person that's for you, it's going to be another
You're not gonna
issue.
be ready.
You
I
still
don't
not
feel
going to be
like- I don't
right.
feel like- I don't feel like it's issues with people. I don't feel like I have an issue with. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations to where, like I said, I'm kind of talking to somebody now. They kind of cut off though, but
Kind of cut off.
Yeah.
Might depending on the day, you might.
I did. You feel
That
me?
bitch
See
know.
what's up. But it ain't no, she don't know. I cut people off without telling them. You better figure out what's wrong. So
the same thing we said.
But that's terrible because that's the issue with communication. So if you feel like someone is like disrespecting you or like crossing a boundary, you have to communicate that.
Ain't nothing like that.
Well,
I
what
feel
is
like
enough to
it's
get cut off?
for me, it has to be a certain level of interest. You know what I'm saying? Like I need a certain level of interest in what's going forward. And if it's being forced, it don't feel authentic. I don't want to have to force something. I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying, force you to like me or like, you know what I'm saying. Once it starts flowing natural, then you would know it. Like I'm an extremely faithful person. I don't cheat like in
You
real
just told
time.
us your
I
girlfriend kissed
cheated.
you with
Listen to me. Let me
juices.
tell you why I cheated with the juices on me.
But why not hold that bitch and say,
Listen.
bitch, you cheated, now you
So-
lost me.
But I'll have to go all the way back to the story once I even before then.
But
once
the point
whole-
is, a whole like for me, I love the fact to know that I left your ass where you
I
had me
was
fucked
comfortable in that
up at.
situation.
Yeah, it
I
feels
was
good
that.
now.
But
I
you
was-
wasn't because you was getting played.
I was because even though I wouldn't
Now you had to
be
get your
like,
lip back.
gotta get my fucking lick back.
But the kiss
Gotta
on the
get my
lips, that's
fucking
like
lick
a
back. I'm
different
getting
kind of lick back.
She should have
Evil.
got socked.
In the
She got a
motherfucking
different type
face.
of lick back.
Okay. At the end of the day, she won.
And honestly,
No, I won for sure. I
She-
won. She'll never know that. You feel me? She just and then
Eastside bitch.
If you don't know,
East
now
side
you
know
know, nigga.
but even in that situation, I don't feel like I've dealt with people. I'm not single because nobody wants me. I'm single because
choice.
nobody fits me. You feel me? Like
100%.
I could be with somebody and like that's beneath me and make them feel whole. Like I don't want to do that.
But
shit.
most guys
Exactly.
do. Like
They
I just
may,
told
but
you
it
with
ain't,
that.
we can't. One thing that's gonna happen in relationships is you're gonna grow. You're either gonna grow together, you're gonna grow apart. So if you don't better me and we can't grow together, then I'm straight on you. Like because then I see myself just looking for a feeling. And I ain't looking for no feeling because I
Right.
can feel that. with being a side nigga.
Yeah.
So
But again, again, your issue is that you need somebody else. You could feel it with being a side
That
nigga. What
just
about doing it by
goes to show you
yourself?
guys.
side nigga my whole life. I'll be
No,
fine. Listen,
we're not. I'm talking about deal with it yourself,
Like
not a
what?
side nigga.
Like,
That
as
just
far
goes
as
to
You
show
deal
y'all.
with yourself on your own. Like me, it literally took
I'm
me to-
celibate right now. I told you,
No,
I'm 3 months
you-
solid. Shout out to. And this is not the first time I went celibate. I was celibate for 2.5 years. Like, I swear to
You
God,
must
from the
have been a
time
virgin.
What
from the
made you
time
go
I was 18, nope, I wasn't. From the time I was 18 to the time I was 21, my mindset just wasn't. It don't be on sex.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So if ain't, I'm so like you have to understand my lifestyle because I be so busy. That's the same thing that fall back in the time frame.
Mm-hmm.
I be so busy that if I'm making time for you, my time got to be appreciated. So it's not cause I could get pussy from anybody. That's the only thing a female had to tell a nigga. Oh, we fucking, you gotta do this. Bitch, no, I don't. Like in real time, like no, I don't, cause females out here giving pussy away. So why would I pay for pussy?
See,
or
it's the
pay
bitches
for
that fuck for free. Stop doing it.
it
And the
ain't
rest
even
of us
ain't even
against
so
it.
much ain't even so much
rest
of a
of us
fucking for
against
free.
shit.
It's the lifestyle around it. Or if I'm fucking a nigga, he gotta be doing this. No, I don't. Cause there's bitches out here that's giving up pussy for absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So it holds no value to me. Like
you being celibate, do that help you? Is that a way of your
it's weak
healing?
as fuck, first of all.
Yeah.
Let me say
Is
that.
that
on a
part of
weak
your
as
healing
fuck.
process for yourself being celibate?
I don't feel like it's cause I'm like anybody else. I don't feel like nothing wrong with me.
No, I'm just saying, like,
and-
it's a mental thing. Like, you really have to have a
Strong mentality, especially as a
mentality to
man.
do that.
I got
feel like
bigger
females
goals
throw
than
it at
sex
you.
right now, and it requires too much time and energy to even give that off to people. So if I don't even, I'm like, I don't like wearing condoms. Like I'll be honest. So I gotta trust you in order to even. So if I can't even build that trust up, ain't no point in me fucking with you because I ain't got the time. Like I ain't got the time to actually even like you feel
Yeah.
me. My I'm so focused on what the fuck I'm doing right now that sex is obsolete. Like, I don't give
And I
a
100%
fuck. Like, I
understand.
don't care about that shit
Yeah.
at all because I could get it if I want
Whenever
it.
you want it.
Just sitting right in my DM.
Ah.
I don't know. I think that's why like I have to wait and like until I'm like fully healed to date because I be wanting to do it. It's all
Yeah.
ASAP.
I'm not.
It is, but I ain't trying to be funny. After you jack off, you think clear. Get you? I ain't did, but I ain't even jacked off. That's
It
why
is a
I be
stress
so
relief, though.
man.
Yeah.
Stress relief
Shit's
for
so
me.
tough. I ain't even jacked off, man. Pray for me, y'all.
He said,
That nigga lying.
Nah,
That nigga stroked that turkey. Choked him the fuck out.
I ain't touched it. I ain't touched it.
3 months.
I ain't touched it in 3 months. In 3
You
months,
don't
I ain't
wash
touched
your
it.
ass?
He over here practicing
Yeah, I
semen
wash my
retention.
ass. What you mean?
he out here practicing semen retention.
I don't. No, that first one coming out quick though. Whoever get that boy, that feel me. I'm gonna have to need the
Whoever
makeup.
get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that makeup session.
Don't fall over and go to sleep.
I don't know. Like, I'm real big on just dealing with it myself. I don't want to get into another relationship, and I feel that it's like I need something if I'm jumping in. I truly
Yep.
don't need nothing.
Nobody.
I'm not trying to get out of the situation that I just got out of. Like every breakup, I literally take that time to figure out what went wrong. I reflect on every side. I realize really what I do. I really do that shadow work to see where I went wrong. I see where, the mirror coding comes in. Like, okay, Kai, what are you doing that the next person, like, or, why are you attracted to this? I really do that. And I try to try to run from that shit. So
Yeah.
now I'm at the point where, like I said, I need mental stability more than anything. So if I can't get right mentally, I'm good. Now, I do feel that I do be a little too strict on things sometimes, like, because I understand that I'm not even the person that I'm going to end up being. I'm never probably going to be that person, because every day is a work in progress. So I know that I got to find somebody that's worth that fight to go with it, and if it's even worth it with that person. But I be seeing so many red flags, so many things that a guy will do, and it's just like, or I'll talk to a guy and y'all women be this, y'all women that. I'm not that girl.
Let me ask you: Will you
Yes.
talk to somebody? I wouldn't say with red flags because everybody don't come perfect. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say what flaws are you willing to deal with, but you feel me? Everybody gonna come with their flaws. So,
To me,
do you feel like you looking for somebody that's just imperfected? Yeah, like
a part of me have felt that. A part of me have felt that.
Virgo.
Yeah, it's that Virgo in me. I'm such a perfectionist. I feel like I don't want to figure things out with you because it's like I look at it like I'm 30, 31. Like if I got it together, if I took the time to heal, you should take that time to do shadow work. So I'm not looking for somebody perfect, but I'm also looking for somebody that's worth it, basically.
Yeah, and willing to.
That's willing to do those things. Some people won't even have a conversation with themselves. They literally take all accountability out. I'm so quick to look at any situation, whether I know I was not wrong, I'm going to find a reason where I was wrong every time. So I'm always, I have to figure out what I did in that situation because it's like, it's not just you.
Yeah.
I dealt with it. I allowed the certain things. Now I need to figure out what happens because now that's again on the shadow work. Now, why did you allow those type of things? What's deeper within yourself that you felt that the need to deal with that?
What's comfortable about it? Like, what do I find?
What was so comfortable?
Yeah,
that made that okay for me. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, you know, I'm cool. You know, I'm more of just understanding. Like you said, communication is everything. That's my main thing for me. If you can't communicate, that's how I choose to move forward and heal with communication. I'm a open book. I honestly feel that you're married. I mean, you're single unless you're married. So with that being said, we're going to have some little falling outs. You might slip up a little bit. We might have that. But at the end of the day, you know, are you willing to accept that? Are you willing to say, okay, we both did this instead of, oh, just you just you. It's like, you know, most people don't even want to have that conversation. They literally just keep it at the same thing.
And for guys to start it off, be cheating and stuff, and then y'all at this conversation, they don't even want to have it. Like, so now you don't even talk about something that you started because I don't know if you're embarrassed or what's going on mentally, just what. But they don't even want to talk about it. They be like, I don't want to talk about it no more. Next question, like, ain't no next question. I'm still on it.
Communication is everything.
Okay.
You cannot
but guys
move forward.
Just be stupid young. Y'all gotta realize we really
and
dumb.
that's not and like you said, I'm not about to be nobody's punching bag, or I'm not about to be your stepping stone to figure this out. You need to figure that out. Be man enough to tell me I'm not right for you. I don't want to mess this up. Let's be friends. Let's be that. But those conversations
we gonna find
can't
you
have.
a good old nigga, like old enough. That's what we gonna call
I have
him.
to be find me? Like I'm content. I'm good.
It's okay with being content, but it's okay with having some love out here and some help out here and somebody to love up on you.
Sense.
Do you like somebody? Don't you love you?
I love me, yes.
Then it'll feel even better for somebody to love you the same way.
Yeah, but they don't love themselves.
How you know though?
Because
You know what I'm
let me
saying?
tell you how I know because of what you're accepting, the things that you are allowing. Just how you just said, you need to get into something else. I don't need that. If I break up with you, I'm leaving the situation because I truly know that this isn't beneficial for me anymore. So therefore, you don't need to know how I'm dealing with it. I might be broken on my last, but now I need to figure this out because it didn't work.
I feel like this. I feel like some people love differently. Some people only know how to give love and only can love you. That don't mean that they only, you feel me, don't know how to love themselves.
Yes, they do. Yes,
I
they
don't
do.
think
It's
so.
black and white. Because if you truly love yourself, you're not dealing with those things. If it doesn't feel like love,
I don't think so.
Why
because
not?
some people
about to fight
are
him.
natural. You got to think. Some people are
his
natural
ass.
nurturers. Some people enjoy certain things.
That's a
Some
red
people-
flag.
It's not a red
Yes,
flag.
it
If
is.
somebody
Yeah,
wanna
like
it's nothing wrong with loving yourself, but if somebody want to love you and show you a certain thing and the way they express themselves, some women
I
not.
feel like
It's
those are
no
the ones
way
who get
that I
used
should-
at the
that
end of
you
the
should
day.
be like, for instance, my last situation that I was dealing with. My ex, I felt like he loved me more than he loved himself, and my thing was, it's the whole point that I'm not even showing you the respect. When I look back and looked at the relationship, he deserved everything. Like, he truly did. He would cook for me. He literally worshiped the ground I walked on. He come pick me up from work, got my blunt roll, water bottle, everything. I'm talking about.
Sound like a good nigga to me.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that sounds like obsession. I think people use
and that's
love
what it
to
was. It is
I don't think-
Yeah.
But
and
what-
he was really like that.
So what
Rise,
was
like
so
you-
what was
yeah,
wrong
so
with him
like
to where
I-
you feel like you wasn't?
What was wrong with it was the fact that I knew he loved me. It was to the point that he didn't want me talking to my friends. He didn't want me talking to my family.
Obsession.
It was
I mean,
it was
that's
obsession.
insecurity. Like, but if you're a secure person, like, it's still a way you give off love. Like, you feel me? Like, I
That's
give
not
off love in
okay.
different ways.
wasn't
I'm
okay
telling
for
you,
me.
like,
It wasn't
I
okay
still
for
send
me.
bitches flowers. I'm celibate.
But the thing is,
edible
the
arrangements,
thing is,
everything. It's a
for
way
him,
that you.
I wasn't even giving him anything. Like, when I would think back to it, like, dang, you literally worship the ground I
Besides
walk
a place to
on. And I
stay.
don't give you, I don't cook you no meal.
Nothing.
When I
It's still a
tell you I
appreciation
was
factor.
selfish as
Sometimes
fuck.
people just love that they got you. It ain't nothing wrong
and that
with
wasn't
that.
okay with me. Like honestly,
it's
I'm
not
talking about
love.
it's not love. You
not.
coming, you literally coming from a
It's not
place.
love.
That's how I know. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny and say that you don't love yourself, but
Oh no, I love myself. You can get it.
I promise you,
guarantee
I
that.
feel like you can
I
for you to make
guarantee you
excuses for that.
I just see shit differently because I'm a man.
How?
I'm a lover. I'm a natural nurturer. My mom
But
is.
but,
Listen,
but my
let me tell.
thing
Also,
is,
let me tell you.
if you're
so-
not getting, hold on. If you're not getting what you give, it's not 100%.
like
Every relationship don't have to be
100%, I'm
50-50.
It's
Everything-
100.
Everything don't have to be 50-50. You may not know how to give love the way this person know how to give love.
It's all
you may know
about
how to do
yourself. When
something
you
better
truly
than
love
this person know how to do
yourself,
something.
everything follows.
My mom is a natural nurturer, so I know how to just nurture the people. I'm a comedian. I know how to make people laugh. You just laughter through therapy. So when you do stuff, and
defense
it's
mechanisms, too.
it could be, but it's a certain
Face
way
that.
that you make people feel for enjoyment. Sometimes you like people. I love when people have a smile on their face. You feel me? That's
whole
something that
whole time you depressed though.
I ain't never. This is what I'm saying. I'm not depressed. I
But,
love
I mean,
because
well, not in
I
general.
want to. Some
Not in
people
your
want to give
situation, but a
love
lot of
off.
guys do.
When somebody love, when you want to give love off, you ever just seen somebody that just want to love somebody? You
Yeah,
feel me?
they
It don't
be
matter.
you.
People
The
have
dog
pure
can walk through the
intentions.
ground, and
Well,
then they don't do that no more.
If I stopped and opened the door for you and you feel like I want to do something, no. I just do it because I'm a natural giver.
well,
I
that's
want
different.
somebody to feel. It's not different because it's making somebody feel whole.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people don't get those feelings. You don't never know how you change somebody there from the perspective that you give. Your energy is a lot more than everybody else.
Yeah,
So
I do
sometimes-
nice things for people all the time though. Like when I was at Party City, this lady was trying to put all these balloons in her car and like she couldn't do it by herself. I helped her. Like I do nice things for people all the time. That's not really, something
That's
for me where I'm gonna be
Even-
like, okay, now.
But you don't understand sometimes how you may change the aspect of that person.
yeah, that's
Okay.
You feel what I'm
I
saying? So
think-
it's just a natural love given. You don't have to force love to be given off.
Everybody don't know how to, tap with their inner spirituality or whatever. So I think what you're saying is like you might meet a guy who don't know what you're on, and you probably will introduce that to them to where they say, oh, well, maybe this is why I have this problem because I haven't took the time out for myself, and look at the aspect totally different and say, okay, maybe I'll try your way. Like, because you brought this into their life is the person that you know what I'm saying, met and stuff like that, you can bring that to the person and make them look at something different that they never was shown.
if they're willing to though,
Yeah.
a lot of
lot of
guys
them.
don't be just willing to.
They be having whole trauma.
Yes.
What I'm speaking on is literally black and white. You could tell when somebody got some trauma and not loving themselves. My ex, I could literally tell that he wanted so much because I was his whole everything. Everything reflected around me.
So
versus
what did he do
himself.
wrong?
He didn't
know-
do nothing wrong.
How is it an obsession? If
do I have
somebody
to sit
love you,
with you?
Self-work. You have to do
if
self-work.
somebody
Exactly.
loves you, how can they?
That's not love though. It's obsession.
How?
Because
Because,
you're,
listen,
you
let me-
don't even care about yourself.
None
You
of
don't
all
care
right.
if
None
you
of
can
us is
feed
married up
yourself.
here. I wish there was somebody up
But
here
listen,
married.
married.
You married?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you love your husband?
Yeah.
To death.
That's absurd.
How's
That's
that?
absurd. Why do you have to love someone? What in right,
Would you
my right mind
lose
makes
your
feel-
would you lose your life for your children?
Yeah.
Would you do the same for your husband?
No. So one of us
I would
gotta
do
take
the
care of our
same both
babies.
ways. I don't have nobody that I love enough to
I wouldn't
risk my
wanna-
life for,
but
but
like-
I wouldn't expect
I
for
gotta-
you to
why did
have
that
that.
question have to be brought to me? Like, if I love
To
you,
love
I love
you.
you.
I
Don't
love you
ask me
because
to
there's
death
no-
or anything. Like, you know that I would ride for you.
And that's that. You really
that's
gonna put that on me?
That's
The
like
most
the
I
questions that
do-
people say. Well, who do you plate you fix first, your kid or your
It don't
husband?
matter.
Like,
My
why does
kids.
it matter?
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
I'm fixing everybody's plate the same. Y'all come and get y'all food. I'm gonna take my husband his plate, but still, everybody we're eating the same. So why do it have to be subtitle on how do you do things or the order
It's
that
a
you do it
literally
in?
a
Like,
way.
we know how the
But
order goes.
when you're
but
giving love off,
It's
You see what I'm
obsession. The
saying?
difference with
You don't get
obsession
it.
is you're willing to lose yourself
Yeah.
to love this
To-
person
and that's
more.
ridiculous.
obsession.
And that's
I
a
don't
part
feel-
of
'cause
healing.
I love my daughter like that, but it's not
You
a
willing
love.
to
So
lose-
you would
That's
stop working just
ridiculous.
to focus all on her. You're gonna stop working.
You
You're
gonna
gonna
lose
stop feeding
yourself?
yourself. You're not gonna
For make sure
strive
your
to
daughter
better
good?
You
yourself.
don't. I'm a
I feel like when
parent. You
love
don't
someone,
put yourself in them positions. You can't
But
put
that's
me in
what
them.
happened.
That's
But
not
the
because you can't put me in them positions.
But that's
Because
what
if I
happened with
love,
her.
But that's not my position.
But this is what
You
I'm
feel what
trying
I'm
to
saying?
tell
When
you.
you love somebody and when you love something and when
I'm
you're
miserable.
indulged around what's going on, like you may be miserable because of the person you're with, but the love that
He
they
made
showed you
my
didn't
ex
mean
made
it
me
wasn't
so
genuine.
Uncomfortable. My
Like-
ex made me so uncomfortable to the point where you have to do this, or I couldn't talk to my mom. I couldn't talk to my
That's
sister.
an
I felt
insecurity,
so.
though.
obsession.
But that's a part of
the,
obsession.
it ain't the
That's
same
serial
thing.
killer.
When you
You're a serial
listen,
I don't trust you.
But
Because
I
It's not.
want to go back on your question, like you asked me, like, would I die for my husband? I feel like he wouldn't put me in a position for me to choose because
Thank
he's
you.
going to take that for me.
but he loves you enough to die for you, right? But now, do you feel like he's over obsessed with you because he'd die for
I
you?
don't feel that. I think that
Like
is
it's
crazy.
that's the love.
That
that's
should not
given-
require love.
It-
like no, that's
That's
not
a-
love.
In my life, I'm
That's
just
because
being
your
honest.
definition is
It ain't- you
wrong.
wanna- because I feel like
What is
for
love
me
to you?
personally, my daughter life means so much more to me than mine. That's me personally as a parent.
That's
my daughter,
absurd.
my daughter
No,
life.
my kids
It's not
like me way
absurd.
more
It's
than
not
mine.
absurd. If
But-
my house on fire right now and I run in to get
Yeah.
my daughter, that's her life
Yeah.
mean more than mine.
Yeah.
That's not absurd.
But
No,
it makes
no,
me want
no,
to
no.
better myself, not decrease
But if your
myself so I
child,
can focus on
let's
you.
say she gets to a certain age and she's moving a certain type of way, just like people call their dad. What about that one guy that went to go save his daughter, ended up dead?
That'd be me. If something about to happen to my daughter, I
Your
wouldn't
daughter,
be able
so
to
you
live
telling
my
me,
life without my daughter.
That. I understand
Like-
that. But your daughter are making decisions for herself. These are decisions she's choosing to make. So you gonna fall after every little thing when she's gonna have some accountability. That's where it comes to your wife should be before your child. Then you have y'all home how y'all have it.
Not as a 10-year-old. I can understand as an adult, but when you're dealing with kids, you're dealing
Yeah,
with kids and you're
kids-
raising them up a
Yeah.
certain way. But
If you're raising them a certain
and
way.
you raise them up a certain way.
Yeah.
So when you're involved, no matter what, you can't say your daddy wouldn't die for you.
My daddy for sure would.
Because you know he would. It's a different type of love. When you love something and you love someone, you can separate the way you love and what type of
You can't
love it
compare
is.
kids to a boyfriend.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You're separating the love and what type of love it is. You know what I'm saying?
got to.
It's still the same thing. Same shit with my mom. I die for my mom. I wouldn't die for my daddy.
But that's of you.
Like,
That's of your blood. Your
that-
flesh.
I'm
I'm
just
talking about
being-
a girlfriend. You
It's-
kissed your
it's
girlfriend
the-
on the lips with juices
I
on
you
your
didn't
mouth.
hear me just
So
say,
that's not,
I
you
would
wouldn't kiss your
die
daughter.
for my-
If your daughter leaned in for a kiss, you'd be like, oh no, like you would dodge it. With her, you was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Gotta go for it.
You know? So
I can't. I
'Cause you
can't. I
would've
can't
dodged
say
that for your
It's like,
daughter.
no.
You would have dodged that for your daughter
would've
for that.
dodged
Yeah, but it's
Hold
still
on,
a-
baby daddy,
But I
coochie
wasn't. You
goblin.
gotta realize I wasn't in love.
This nigga
Sometimes you
munch.
be in love. So it's not a when you're in love with. This is
I
just
hope
me
so.
personally. Like when you're in love with somebody, you'll do anything for somebody.
That's
You'll do
crazy.
anything.
Me
like,
personally, no.
I
I'm
would
not.
talk sense
If
into
I
you.
love you,
if I
let
love
me
you,
tell-
you come to me like, oh, let's rob a bank, and I love him.
Okay,
I'm
let me
gonna
ask
do
you.
it. No,
If you
let's
love me,
make-
right? We give an example, right? We're in a relationship. Hypothetical example. We in love. We married. I get into an accident. I'm fucked up for the rest of my life.
I'm
Where
gonna
you?
take care of you.
For the rest of my life, you wiping ass, you everything.
I'ma take care of you.
Because of what?
If it's
Because
right,
I love you.
If
You're
it's
not
right,
able to
But
do
it's
that.
not.
It's
I'm gonna
still a
take care of you,
different
but you
type
can't
of
talk
love.
to your family. You can't do this. You can't. That's when it becomes obsession.
But that's
and if you put me in a
insecure.
situation,
You can't put insecurities and love in the same bracket.
but that's what it be though.
It don't be. Sometimes that's what we dealt with. That when you got
If
pure,
you-
genuine love, you would never. When the love pure,
That's the
you know
problem
who
with
love you.
America these days because they
Like-
think, like for instance, this is what it is. If it's not working for me, it's just not working for me. I don't give a fuck that if I meet this dude the next day, this next dude could be my husband, have me head over heels. I'm not about to stop what I'm doing because, well, we have been dating for 3 years. That'd be messed up to kind of leave him or no.
Yeah.
I don't owe you shit. When
It's
I
time to
decided
go.
to leave you alone, that's that.
That's leaving, dog. I'm talking about love and staying like.
But what
you
I'm
feel
saying,
me? If you
love,
somebody
no,
and
because true love is not
Don't
going to
hurt.
For instance, exactly, true love don't hurt.
Yeah.
True love
Not
makes you make your
mentally,
decision.
not
So let me
True
ask y'all
love-
this.
no,
Let me
no.
ask y'all
True
this.
love
Have
is gonna
any
let
of us
you do-
outside of you? Have any of us ever felt true love?
No.
So how can we speak on? it?
Okay, listen.
Because we know
I
we don't
have.
want
I,
it.
Because,
I have
like,
felt true love
because-
with myself. I've literally
You,
felt true
we
love
can
with
love
myself.
ourselves,
that.
but it's still a different type of love. It's a difference between loving yourself and loving someone
I
else.
mean, you can get that from your
It's a-
parents. So,
Definitely,
like-
it's still it's different types of love. So if we never been in that bracket of love, we can't. You can't. marginalize and say what somebody will and won't do for that type of love. And
y'all
what,
want to make excuses for it. At the end of the day, love should not. Listen, back
Such
to
a
this.
Virgo,
I
y'all.
love this shit.
man, where the
No,
hell
no,
is
no,
we
no,
go? 'Cause
for
I
real.
want to ask him
For
so
real.
bad.
For
Like,
real. This is my whole thing is it be people that say, oh, you love me, so why you not doing these things?
Oh,
Why are
yeah.
you not doing this? If you love me, you would do this. That's when that manipulation
Yeah,
comes
that's what
in.
I'm saying.
All
You should be
those
quiet.
things.
Who
If I
asks-
love you,
when do
if
love
I,
ask
no.
for stuff?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's what I when
So
you
you just
realize
asked
that.
her, would she take a bullet for her husband? Why
When
are
do
you
love-
asking me that?
But you will though. It's a
It shouldn't be.
hypothetical.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
It's a
not
hypothetical.
The most you get out of
It's a
me is a maybe
hypothetical, but
2
it's
days
still
in jail.
the
That's
it's
it.
the
That's
level
all.
of
No,
love
you
that
ain't
you're
get
willing
out of me.
to. It's the
2 days
level of
in jail.
love that you're
this
willing
is
to
what
go
y'all people,
to.
This is
You
what
feel
people
me?
are missing, okay? At the end of the day, when you truly love yourself, you don't expect anything out of nobody else. You don't expect anything else. I love you and I expect you to do whatever makes you happy at the end of the day.
So even in a
if it's not
relationship,
me.
so in a relationship, you telling me that. Never mind. Go ahead.
Exactly. Go ahead.
No, because where I was gonna go,
It was wrong.
It wasn't
Fuck.
wrong. It wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong.
Speak
It
your
wasn't
mind.
wrong.
Y'all
because
niggas is
even-
crazy.
Because even in a relationship, if you don't never know how to love nobody else, even if you love yourself properly, you still don't know how to give love off to nobody else. Nobody will ever
Me
love you
personally,
properly because it's always everything will
Black
be
and
the
white, my baby.
you, right?
It ain't
when you
that.
not. That's what
Well,
the
that's
vulnerability
what we're saying
is.
obsession. If the other
But
person
if-
is making it you.
No, not you as the other you first. When you're putting yourself first in a relationship, you're not committed to that relationship.
What?
That's
To put yourself first is not committed.
First
Are
of
you
all, I'm
smoking
It's just
dope?
what a relationship is. The relationship. It's the growth together. It's not the
Delusional.
individual. It's not
Delusional.
individual growth. Listen,
Delusional.
it's not so-
Delusional, bro.
It's not
How?
individual growth in a relationship.
Right.
You don't
How?
get 51
Right.
years from not
Where did he
understanding
go?
how this person thinks. So you have to be around this person, be with this
So I
person,
understand what
understand.
you're saying.
It's
So
a
like, you
it's
get
a
there.
group
So,
thing. You
no.
can't be by yourself in a relationship and dealing with your growth and be like you not growing enough when you. It's the
Y'all
relationship.
different. And you
Listen,
can still grow on a different
like you
level,
said,
even
grow
if y'all
together,
together.
grow
You
Yeah,
grow
but you still
apart
have
and
to
you
move
grow
in the same
together.
accord.
But that's how you know. My thing is, at the end of the day, I could be with somebody. Let's say we together 10 years, and I decide that this ain't working for me no more. I'm okay. I should be able to leave. The fuck, I don't owe you shit.
I think
I said you could grow together and grow apart.
Okay,
If you only go do
and that's
one or
just
two
that.
things, but when you put the relationship, it's the relationship. It's not your individual growth. It's not his individual growth.
Y'all
It ain't
not
this.
understanding.
That's once you
when you're
mix.
married,
Once you
though.
start,
That's
it
married.
don't
I
matter.
get it. It's
That's
more
love.
of a
That's
Well, what are you
because
trying to say?
it's a
Explain this to me.
consideration. So
And
it's
that's it. That's the fuck it. I'm
But-
considering,
but-
and I'm gonna move the fuck on.
Request denied.
I consider it. Request denied. Next application.
it's like she's married. So it's like, okay, my friends want to go to this lingerie party. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go. Or I'm going to just, it's considered for me to tell my husband, hey, I'm going to a party. We're going to be wearing lingerie. Are you cool with that?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that.
That's love
Okay,
and
but what
respect
about
in
when
the relationship.
lingerie ain't in the picture?
Then it depends
So
on their
can you
dynamic
not
in their
go?
relationship.
But
No, it's
everybody
really
don't
not.
deal
Oh,
with that insecurity in their relationship.
that's what I'm saying.
So you
It's
can't
just
bring that
consideration.
insecurity into everybody's
Okay,
relationship.
and that's the problem.
But that's
You dealing
your
with this.
issue. 'cause
Exactly.
why?
You got the insecurity, my baby. I'm about
Don't,
to go party
because-
with my
listen,
friends.
Go ahead
See
and
you
go
later.
party, and I'll see you when you get back. I want you to be drunk, cause I'll still rub your feet, cause I fucking love you.
Okay, but that's the thing. A nigga literally get mad. A nigga get mad. Oh, you be.
But
you
I'm
with
telling
your
you, that's what
friends.
I do. Go with your friends.
But I'm
I
talking
don't
about
want
a
you in my
husband,
face
not a
24/7.
boyfriend.
Okay, but I'm talking about a husband.
So for a husband, for me, his opinion would matter to me.
Okay, so understanding this, your husband say, after every little thing, I don't want you to go. Now you didn't mess up your relationship with your friends
So it
and
wouldn't-
family.
I would
Your
marry
husband should be
someone
your
who-
best friends from the jump.
Yeah, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
marry
So it
someone
shouldn't
who
even matter
would
what
be
your
like,
friends
I'm
and your
sorry,
family
I'm sorry.
think.
This is delusion. This is delusion, y'all. This is real life delusion. I don't owe you shit over a title, bro. A marriage is a piece of paper at the end of the day.
it's
A
If
marriage
we
is a
fuck
with each
commitment. It
other
ain't a
and we
piece of
not.
paper.
It's
It's a
teamwork.
commitment. Yeah, it's a piece of
teamwork.
paper. When you
Because
got
if
that
he like,
commitment,
oh, I'm about to
you
go
don't.
with the bros, he about to go to Brazil and get these little Brazilian hoes for $20. You gonna
Yeah,
be like,
that's
oh,
the problem. You just told me you having Brazilian hoes, but you tell
They
me
could just
me
be
and
singing
my
to him.
friend.
They could just be singing to him.
But that's the
you don't know.
problem. But that's
So
a
it's just
problem.
consideration.
That's trust. If my dude tell me, hey, I'm going on a guy's trip, I'm gonna hold you to that. Go on your guys trip.
Yeah,
But
like he
intuition
said.
don't lie. You know if you gonna feel something. You're not about to sit up here, oh, you can't go because I'm insecure.
I can predict.
Bitch,
If I
fuck
love you, I
on.
trust you.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
me,
care.
it's just
That's
a
it.
consideration. But
That's
I
it.
wouldn't marry someone who's like, no, you can't go. No, you can't do it. No, you're on house arrest. Like, I wouldn't marry a person
It's people
like
that think it's husbands, boyfriends, all that think you supposed to give
It's
every
good
little
ones
thing.
too
It's
that don't do that shit.
Yeah, and it is.
All right,
It's
so
definitely
know that.
ones. But I'm not. But I
That's what
don't
we
feel.
want.
I'm
We don't
not
want
getting
the
in no
other ones.
relationship where I have to feel like. Now again, like I said, I'm really a loner, so I'm talking all this shit, and I'm really sitting at the crib for real, for real. That's the real tea. I'm really sitting at the
really
crib.
do.
I'm really sitting at the crib. But at the end of the day, if I wanted to do that, I should be able to do that. I don't care that you got this going on. Or you could tell me, babe, I just want to chill home with us. Okay, at that point, I respect that. My man want to chill, baby. Y'all see y'all later. But you're not about to sit up here and tell me you got to be in all my business. You got to know this. Oh, because we're married.
Yeah, no.
But
that's
that
owe
don't,
you
that don't
that.
come with every marriage. People are,
But I think
Listen.
she's just speaking on the ones that do that.
I-
Like, it's not
but it's
every
but it's
marriage,
split
though.
both ways. So you got to go both ways on it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of good niggas out here that do the right shit. And that's like my shout out to my auntie and uncle just
They just be a
celebrated
little
51
ugly,
years
though.
of marriage today.
Wow.
So you feel me? And my parents did 50 not too long ago, but
Her.
they
I
know
shit.
that's right.
But it's horrible 50 though. It ain't the same 50. It's a
Okay.
vulnerable 50 where you feel me? Where
Comfortable.
my mom is just caught into this. My mom is the good person. I mean, my dad is the good person. You feel me? But my mom still loves.
So she literally miserable as fuck married to a dude.
No, they legally they're separated. They live in the same apartment building. They live on 2 different floors. My mom still take care of my dad because she committed a vow that she wouldn't leave.
No,
him.
I'm not doing
Now,
that.
but it may not be y'all. That may not be for
definitely
y'all.
So
Okay.
you don't think that your mom, first of all, your mama is literally lacking. Because if you loved yourself, you're not dealing with that. Your
Listen,
kids, you look at
you
what
wanna
you're
hear
saying.
something
You literally
look.
telling that your mama is not in the right relationship. You think you needed to see
Of
that?
course.
Now
Listen.
you about to dog bitches.
But
'cause your
no,
mama got
but
dog.
because I see what my mama go through and I deal with my parents' vulnerability and I understand who I am as a person because you understand yourself through your parents because you deal with the same shit they deal with. You either want to be like your parents or nothing like your parents.
you either become your trauma or
That's it.
move
It's either
above
one
it.
of the one
That's
or the
true.
other. So I already know certain vulnerabilities that my mom had with my father. I don't have to deal with because I understand that about
So you're not
myself.
gonna probably
So
put
I
them
don't
through
let
that.
nobody deal.
But when you
but
see
even
them
with,
traits coming
listen,
in,
it ain't no. But that's why I know how to cut people off. But it's still a level of love. It's a level of commitment to what my mother had. My mother didn't divorce my mom. Could have been divorced my dad. She ain't divorced him because she didn't have to. My parents is my mom's 71, my dad's 75. Mom would divorce and do what?
Be by
Live her
herself.
But why? Live her
What
life
you mean? But why?
and
What
that's
do you
fine.
mean? That's
But
what's
listen,
wrong. That's
but
literally what I'm talking
That's
about.
Listen to what I'm
Codependency.
saying. That's fine, but they have 10 kids together.
So the
And
fuck?
that's,
grown.
but
Y'all
you see how,
grown though, right?
yeah, all of us grown, but it's still, and all that's fine, but it's still the way she raised us. It's a level of, it's a
She
level.
raised y'all to she literally raised y'all to get put up with whatever. That's what it was.
How we don't put up with whatever? We got 10
How
kids
now?
with 2 different personalities.
I'm just saying though.
I'm just saying,
Just watching
but
that
we-
with your mama put up, people take that, well, you know, sometimes you gotta go through some stuff.
But what did my
No.
mother go through besides I said my
What do you-
dad wasn't a
it's her
perfect
life
person?
And she's taking care of him. She's 71.
It's
To say
because
what
she
life-
committed
So what
to
did you do?
the.
'Cause you committed to somebody,
let me
you
ask you
gotta
this:
stick with
when
them
you
till
get
you
married, what do you
retire.
recite?
But
What do you recite when you get married?
Vows, so why is she
You're, you,
Why?
and you honor your what?
But why
No.
did she
Your
not?
vow.
But why
Just
did
because
she?
somebody else
I
that
don't
honor
care that I
theirs don't
said
mean
that.
you don't honor
That's actually
yours.
how it works.
I'm sorry.
That's-
I changed my mind.
I changed my mind. I take
I
it
changed
back.
my mind.
And
Take
that's
it back.
fine. That's why I just said my mom could have been.
So what
divorced
is
my
enough
dad.
is
Okay,
enough?
okay, so let's talk about
Because
your
you got
auntie
kids.
side. So
Because
now we
you got
see your mom's
kids.
side, but let's see your auntie side. So what's the difference between
And Mama, we
their
love you.
relationship?
That's
We
my,
definitely
that's
love
really
you.
love you.
that's my mom, brother. That's my, you feel me? That's
Right.
my uncle. So
Right.
my uncle married my aunt. That's my aunt
Right.
uncle. But it ain't no difference. My auntie dealt with shit with my uncle. My uncle had 2 kids on my auntie. They've been married for 51 years.
You gotta go.
Ain't no gotta go. Cause once you
because you
know
gotta
what's
deal
going,
with
see.
it.
But my dad ain't had no kids on my mom. You see how love is different and it moves in different ways in
I
different
mean,
relationships.
it's a difference
But
with
you
what
see
you
how
can
I
deal
move it.
with.
But my dad was just a villain a minute ago. But he ain't never had no kids on my mom.
But listen,
but
it
the
really
nigga
ain't
got
about
him.
You wore a
having
condom,
kids.
so that's okay.
I'm
You're
not
a little
saying.
smarter than your
I'm
uncle.
not saying.
A little, a
You
teeny
wanna
bit
hear-
smarter than your uncle. So
Listen,
so that's okay.
it could be. I don't know. I didn't say what my
It's
dad.
not
I didn't
okay.
say what my dad did.
Legally
I didn't say
speaking.
what my
Legally
dad did. I
speaking.
didn't say what.
Legally speaking,
I'm just
when
telling
you enter
you.
into a contract, if one
Okay.
person breaks that contract, the contract is void.
Void it.
But just
That's a
Period.
contract.
It's
You
not
can't, this is
obligated.
marriage.
I don't
Marriage
have
is a
to-
contract. You signing
This
on a
is
dotted line. That
marriage.
is
So
a
because I
contract.
When you
decided,
say a vow,
and
you
that's
commit
what's
to
wrong
those
with people
vows.
today.
So you're saying a vow, you are
to
accepting
those
a
vows, but you
contract.
also have rules for that, like
Yeah,
adultery
definitely.
and all that. So once you commit
And
those,
that's- And it's okay if my mom wanted to leave. That's fine. And if she chose to stay,
Did she
that's
have
and
fine.
that was
But
her
you
decision.
also got to think
And then
about the
I just said,
timeline.
like,
She's in a whole
everybody
different
think- I just said
timeline.
my parents are legally separated. They've been separated for over 20 years. So, but the fact that my mom still care enough about my father to make sure he's okay.
It's
That-
completely
it's a-
different.
That's a
on our
different
side
type of
because
love.
my
No disrespect.
mom-
I don't care.
No
It's a different
disrespect.
type of love. My mom,
No
it don't
disrespect.
to make sure that my
They-
parents don't
no
live together.
disrespect, honestly,
You feel what
so
I'm
have
saying?
your mom ever got into another relationship?
No, my
besides-
mom only been with my dad. My mom only been with my dad. She was
That's
20 years old.
That's
There's
codependency.
literally-
That's codependency. You've been with somebody 50 years. 40 years, and it's a codependency. You're used to this person. You're comfortable to this person.
I need my-
Because at the end of the day, like you said, you have 10 kids.
Your mama
10
did
kids
not want
take
to
care of
choose
her
that
dad- to
life.
take care
I'm
of your
sorry.
daddy.
What
Yeah.
makes
As
you
much
think
as you-
that?
But listen,
My mom,
wait,
listen,
wait.
hold on.
You don't
You want to
know
hear something
the-
crazy? My
listen.
mom said she planned to have 10 kids.
Listen,
I
listen,
ain't
listen.
even- we
Can I
come
tell
from,
you
no. Let
something?
me tell you, you telling me what my mom said.
not.
I'm telling you, my mom planned to have 10 kids. We
Okay.
come from a big
A
family.
plan of having
Listen,
10
we're coming
kids?
from a big family. My mother is one of 13 kids. Her grandparents, my great grandmother had 16 kids. Same shit with my father. When people want to have big families, you have big families.
Okay.
It's your choice to. Do you want kids?
Okay, I do want kids.
How many
I
kids
don't,
do
it
you
don't
want?
listen
But
to
that's
this.
your
I
decision,
want
though.
that's my decision, but I truly do not want to do that by myself. I don't give a
That's
fuck if I want a lot of kids right now. If I got to do it by myself, no the fuck I don't.
That's your decision, though. That's
But
not.
listen,
You can't put
listen to
everybody's
me.
decision.
I
and
can tell
mindset
you straight
on
up.
how you
I can tell
move.
you straight
My
up.
mother wanted 10
Listen.
kids with one man, and that's what happened.
Okay, I understand
Like-
that. And that's
Yeah.
and to me, like I said, again, at the end of the day, you can say that, but don't no woman want to admit that their relationship did not work, bro. You can't tell me that. Yeah, she wanted by one man, but that's delusional to not to say, you know what? You ain't even treating me right. You're not even coming
Definitely.
right.
But
So-
that's what it's.
But she was
when
too
you going
weak to
through
not to leave.
It's not when you're a legal separation and not being a divorce and a legal separation. What's the difference?
This bitch is crazy.
The paperwork, right?
I'm not
I'm
not
just
trying to be
asking you, what's the
disrespectful.
difference between a divorce and a legal separation?
I mean, it's the
said,
same
what's the
thing,
difference?
but
What's
your
the difference
mom.
between a divorce and a legal separation?
Obligation.
I'm sorry,
Maybe
I'm
that
about
to-
legal
no.
I'm about to
separation.
go
A
live
legal
my best
separation
life and
is
go
a
get married.
paperwork.
I'm not standing
That's
around
it.
your mom.
Right?
What Drake saying? Who fuck want to be 70 and alone? That's why your mama don't want to leave. Yeah, they legally separate, but at the end of the day,
also
you're
so
still
My mom
I
married.
feel
been,
like it's
listen,
the
you
timeline.
want to know how long
Her
ago my
generation
parents haven't been living together?
Yeah.
So they've been legally separate. My mother is making sure my father's okay.
Because
My dad
she's
is
stuck
Wait,
mentally.
My dad
I
is
do feel-
75.
Yo,
He's
but
not in
let
the
me-
greatest
let
health.
me say
So
something,
you, when
too.
you
So
love
you telling
somebody,
me
you
your
make
mama-
sure you lead the right way. My dad is not in the greatest health. So
That's
when
not
you're taking
true.
care of my dad is not in the greatest health. When you're taking care of somebody, whatever you do, whatever thing if
on,
one
let
of
me
your
talk to
kids
Zan.
had a issue and you gotta make sure you cater their needs and you can't work that job and you go back and make sure that kid is okay.
So she
Hold on,
settled.
wait.
It
my
don't- it's
turn.
not a settling.
Wait,
Okay.
my
You know, I
turn.
just said my dad can't take care of himself.
He has 10 kids. What are y'all doing?
Nigga, he don't have a relationship with us. I
So
just
he
said.
don't have a relationship with
I'm
y'all,
just saying.
but
like,
it's
he
But your
don't-
mama
listen,
okay to stick
listen.
around. That's
But
what
it
I'm
ain't okay.
saying.
Listen, this
on.
is her vow. This not my vow.
Exactly.
I'm
So
a
you don't
child in
think
this.
so? You telling me
I'm-
right now,
I'm
your
a-
mom? So you really don't feel that your mom have any mental illness with sticking around
No,
with a man?
not at all.
You don't think
not
she
at
has
all?
no
Just,
issues?
Well,
just
okay,
same
okay,
way
You just
women.
think she love that nigga. So
Okay.
why she divorced him then? Why
She
she
didn't
legally, why
divorce him
she legally
because my
separated?
mother was
Why
raised
she
in the
ain't
church.
stick there?
And in the Bible,
Why
it says
she-
you don't
why she
divorce
let-
your husband.
Okay,
You
so-
okay? So if
wait,
y'all
wait,
want to
wait,
get
wait,
that
wait,
deep,
wait,
I was
wait,
raised in the
wait, wait,
apostolic
wait, wait.
church. You don't divorce your husband. You don't.
Exactly.
We all committing
And that's why I
adultery. My
said it's
mother
a
has been with
timeline
one person her
difference.
whole
It's
life.
definitely
So that's
different.
normal to
No,
you?
listen.
It's
My mother has been with one person her whole life. So if y'all want to start scrapping and be like, oh, well, we can start counting how many people we done been with. If that was
So
her,
that makes it
listen,
right?
just listen to me for a
Right, 'cause
second.
I gotta say
If that
something
was
too.
her decision to take care of her husband at the end of his life, then that's her decision.
Right.
You can't say it's a trauma because she coming back to take care of her
Definitely
husband.
is, though.
My mother lived in Mount Pleasant for 8 years. My dad was here. How's that trauma? My
I'm
dad, my
sorry,
parents
black
are
and white.
completely.
So
Whatever
If it's
you
not
dealt
tra-
with, or
if it's
you,
not-
however
You
you
can't
view
even
life,
answer my
everybody
question.
don't.
So what about
because
If she was
Every-
happy, why did she go
Listen,
get separated,
because
sir?
everybody
Why?
don't view life the way you do.
Why did she get separated?
Because everybody,
I'm sorry.
everybody,
Why did you get
my
separated?
dad separated them.
topic.
She didn't separate nothing. My dad is a crackhead. You want me to go deeper and
You
deeper?
told me that,
All
but-
right, but I could go. So I could go deeper and deeper and deeper. So it's up to what you want to deal with. You can't put your issues in your life on everybody else.
not doing
No,
that.
it is because you feel like women. No, because you feel like women are supposed to see shit the same. When y'all all view shit, yes, y'all do. Listen, because when other women go through shit, you feel like y'all deal with it personally, and that now you got to put yourself in that shoes. You can't say what
I'm
nobody
talking
else
about
in dealing
black
with.
and white.
Even if
That's
it's black and
it.
white, nobody
Black
else
and
see
white.
it. Everybody black and white is different.
She just didn't come to the
Everybody
point.
black and white is different. Are your parents married?
No.
Why not? Did he not love her? Y'all
I'm
had two
not
kids
saying
together.
that. My
but that's the point.
mama
But-
realized my daddy was a hoe and decided not to keep on going. That's
and now
what
she
happened.
what? Is she married now?
And no, she was married. She divorced, and now she's by herself.
Niggas, but I could be like, oh, you don't do that.
Yeah.
It's wherever your mom find her love at, or however she find her peace in life, you gotta be peaceful with that. You feel what I'm saying? However she dealt with my dad.
Fix your mic.
Sorry.
However she dealt with my dad, that's her peace in life.
Yeah.
I can't make sense of her
I'm
life.
not saying that.
I
So you
can't
don't
make
think
sense
that's
of her
wrong?
life.
No.
So,
No.
but is your mother dealing with mental illness because she fuck with
Yeah.
two niggas?
No, I'm not saying that she's
Like,
dealing
cause
with,
like
I'm
that's
not saying-
mental illness to be
'cause
fucking
you
with a
messing
bunch of niggas.
No,
like
to
So
me
is it
at the end of the
mental
day,
illness for
what's
guys to
mental
be fucking
illness
with a
is
bunch
not
of
putting
Hell yeah.
yourself first.
So
you got
at the end of the day,
I
it's
know
not
that. I've been
putting
through that. I've been through my
yourself
shit was
So you
fucked
said
up.
you think you're
So-
fine. You just
See how I
said-
just switched? I told you I was fucked up.
No, he just said
But you fucked up, but your mama not fucked up.
I'm just saying. She
Your mama
asked me
not
a
fucked
question.
up, but
Not
you-
at
but
all.
you are.
But my mother dealt with one man. She's been married. So
because
however,
that makes it
however
right.
your
Wait,
view
wait,
on
can
life
we-
is,
let's
and
talk
it don't
about
add
our
up to
grandma.
you.
One
Let's
man.
talk about our grandma. Like that's just kind of like not to compare situations, but our grandma went through the same thing with our grandfather. Like our grandfather was not shit, and right now he's in conditions where he not even at the best. But my grandma, like that's not her business. Like she kind of like.
And she ain't been with nobody. My grandma
Nah,
been by
she's been
herself.
herself for
divorced,
over, like,
divorced
for 70
him,
years.
and she been with not 70 years.
That's what I give. It's given
Not
70 years.
She left him alone. My
Good
grandma
forever.
left him alone, and she realized that he mentally abused her. He had her caught up in a hole. That's all I'm saying. That I get how you feel, but what I'm saying is that we need to
As
break those
women.
generational curses.
Yeah.
When you notice that things aren't going the way that you want to go,
But that's why you
do
deal with
feel
your
that you need to
parents'
keep-
trauma.
Yeah,
You
that's your
can't
op-
change
yeah,
your
but-
parents
and
I
that's
get
true.
what your
that.
parents
That's
do.
true.
I'm not
What he
So
said
it
is
ain't
true.
no,
You
and
do
we
better.
dealt
You
with a
do
totally
better.
different lifestyle. Like you feel me? We deal with abortions
So you
nowadays.
wouldn't do-
So
you
we
wouldn't
could
do what your
all
mama
go
did.
and
That's
clean
what I
up
was saying.
shit
You
that's
Would you do what
happening.
your mama did?
Like,
That's
I'm
what you're
just
telling
saying
me.
it's a
Yes or no?
timeline.
Would you do what your mama did?
Like as far as what? Being
whole
one
thing,
person that
wait.
had 10 kids?
No, that's not
Hell,
what I'm
fuck
saying.
it. I
That's
didn't
not
grow up
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
time because you just said we got to
That's
change
not what I'm saying,
into
bro.
times.
She just did what you
I'm
say.
7
It's
abortions
all.
in. I'd have had to.
So you telling me straight up, you get a woman that's either strung out on drugs, you could be gambling.
No,
you could
my
have
dad
all
didn't
these
start off like that.
issues.
He always got a pension at the plant. My dad was a plant worker.
Okay, but
it's still.
So when is
but
enough is enough? When
I-
is enough enough? For
everybody-
you. I'm
everybody
saying for
enough
you.
is
I'm not
different.
talking about your mama. I'm talking
Everybody
about you.
enough is
What
different.
is your enough?
I don't know. You could do something small to be my enough. It ain't got to be. I
So
just
why?
told
Because
you
you
that.
put yourself first? Do you
Ain't
know
that
that
I
you
put
matter
myself
enough?
first. It's not that I put myself first. My enough is what my emotions can handle. Once
Yeah.
I'm emotionally broken, that's enough.
So you don't think your mama was emotionally broken?
Once her emotions may be stronger than mine. We can't compare each other's emotions.
Yeah.
Once I'm emotionally
True.
broken, I'm done.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm at peace with whatever the situation is. Once I'm emotionally broken, I'm good on you. It don't
too,
even matter who you are.
I feel
Family,
like-
I don't
friends.
think that's a generational.
Shush. I feel like, damn. I feel like what I'm trying to say is it's the timeline thing. Like her generation was told to stick around for these things. Like we're way more independent
beaten to
and
her.
more mind.
It is. We
like,
definitely.
we're more
I agree.
in control of
My mom was
ourselves
born in
now versus back
1950.
in the
My
day.
mom,
So accountability
they remember when
doesn't-
Martin
because of
Luther
when she
King
was-
died.
No,
It's a
that's what I'm
different
trying to
time.
say. It's
As
different.
fast as this world moves, it still moves slow.
Yeah,
100
you
years
know?
really ain't shit. It's just everything is so sped up with 5 years. Even with social media, our lives are sped up. So it's not. We're not even dealing with the same type. We're not dealing with the same type of love. It ain't none. We all, how many people you think gonna be married for 50 years? That's gonna be married
You
now.
don't. I'm gonna say you don't see
don't
though
care.
many people who do like hold out.
But
till they bow to the
healthily
end.
though.
Like, that's
Healthily,
not
the
whole-
whole
is
50
what-
years.
for her. That probably really
That's a
meant
whole
something
setup in this
to her
world.
or whatever for her to do that, and that's a lot.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, that it
Even
is.
to go
But when
through
I mean,
that.
and
I
for
feel- I
for
think
me
you
to
should
say
ask
this,
your
even
mom,
when
and
you,
then I bet you
but
get a
when you
different point.
committed to God and you got a certain vow to God, and I don't even be,
I
I just
don't
listen
wanna
to
get
me
into that.
because when we don't have to, but people look at life like this.
Yeah, my
because-
grandma.
You feel what I'm
is
saying?
100%
Let me
Listen,
ask you,
when
let
you
me ask
committed,
this.
when you
Because you're committed to God, you're gonna deal with some bull crap. God say don't. God say, oh, don't do this, don't do that.
give
Oh,
me the
so
don't
you gonna
do's. You
stick-
can't give me the don't do's.
I'm
You
just
can't
saying.
throw
So
a
don't cheat on your husband
Right.
or wife.
Yup.
Don't cheat on
So-
your husband or wife. So you gonna
Committing
stick through
adultery.
and let your nigga cheat on you?
Are
your
you
wife cheat on
perfect?
you?
Do you sin? Do we all sin?
Yeah, but
Life
so
is sin.
because of that,
We
you
was
gonna
born in
deal
sin
with
and
that. So
shaped in
that's another-
iniquity.
Right,
Like
right,
that's.
I'm sorry,
So
I'm not
and that's
doing it.
exactly what I'm trying to say. So
I'm sorry.
everybody,
You cheat on me, you disrespect me, you mentally abuse me. It's black and white. I make
It just
you
depends
happy.
on what
We are a
situation. This is
benefit
if
to
we
each
talking about my
other.
mother,
If
my
it's
mother
look-
didn't deal with that.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm
your
just
mama
saying
though.
if we
So
So
talking
your
Wait,
about
mama,
your mama-
so you feel
trying to get off
your
him.
mom didn't take on nothing that be that dealing with somebody like you said your dad was on drugs. Okay, so you don't think that hurt your mom?
it
You didn't
probably
think
did,
that
but it
hurt
take
your
a
mom?
even it take a
take a
lot to
strong-
love somebody even through addiction.
yeah,
You have, it
do.
don't
I
matter
know.
what your
It
addiction is.
does.
If you got an
It
issue and I
does.
love you, I'm still gonna fucking love
Okay,
you.
I know.
I don't give a fuck
I
what
feel
the
like for
issue
me,
is.
I feel like for me, I'm at the point where, like I said, I think things are black and white. I feel like a relationship is supposed to be a bonus to my life. Well, you're supposed to be my peace. When I feel like it ain't my peace no more, I need to move on. I don't need to sit in that relationship
I
no
think
more.
for
Be your
her
own
too,
peace. You
though,
don't-
Kai,
yeah.
she's had 10 kids, and you have to understand when you're pregnant, your body go through different processes each time. Each time you're different. Each time your chemistry change. Each time your mental different. Like I know I have kids, so I'm definitely different.
Yeah.
So after having 10 and being with someone through all this drama,
It's
it's
just
definitely a mental health issue, but
Yeah.
it's also, I think for her, this is the father of her kids. We see it as this is the man that did you wrong, and she's
But this
moved
was
that-
crazy. This
So
how
put
much is
myself
ridiculed. Let me
apart
say this. Y'all don't
for
even
your
know what the
kids.
wrong is. I just said my dad wasn't the greatest father. My dad could have been locked up and
fact
just
that
not
he
been
don't have
around.
a
Just
relationship
listen
with
to me.
y'all is enough,
But my dad
because-
could have been locked up and just not been around.
It
But
does.
it's when people just critique the situation. That's why I say when women put themselves in the shoes, you don't see the reality of it. It don't matter because the facts don't matter behind the situation.
Yeah,
Because
it doesn't.
because now you put yourself in that situation.
But my point
and you
is-
can't put every
I'm not-
woman
but-
in your feelings.
but
And
what
that's
I'm
what
saying-
women do a lot.
But what I'm
If
saying
the
is,
father
like-
does not have a
Agreed.
relationship with my children, that is enough for me. If he's locked up, you can write your kids, you can call your kids. I can take my kids to come see you. That's not an excuse. There's so many fathers who's behind prison. And
Definitely.
they
But if
keep
you're a
contact
mother
with
and
their
you
children.
holding the house down, you a mother and you holding the house down.
it's a
Exactly,
standard
but
that
You feel what I'm
somebody's trying to
saying?
put up
Once
with.
you're
though.
wrapped around the mindset
So
of
why
the
don't you have a
lifestyle,
relationship
you
with your father?
I don't have a relationship. My dad was already 40 something when I
With
was.
that
You
being
feel me? He was already old when I was a kid.
So
So
what?
So you don't have a
I'm
Yeah.
number 8. I'm number
So,
8.
right.
My grandparents was already old. Like I got old everything. My brothers and sisters are like probably y'all parents' age. They 50.
Right.
They in their 50. So I dealt with like I grew up different. My brothers and sisters helped raise me. Like you feel what I'm saying? It's a different type of respect. People, everybody lifestyle built differently, but it's we always want to figure out that we all go through the same shit together. We always feel like we all have the same feelings. We all feel like we
To a-
always deal with the same stuff, and that's not life.
Well, to a certain
Well, we-
extent, and most.
Let me
people
ask y'all.
can.
I'll give you a better example. How everybody looked on Facebook and that dress was blue and black, and then some people were saying it was white and gold.
But they was playing though. Most people was just trying to be.
No, that was
annoying.
really different.
It was really different.
It was really
Cause
different.
I ain't trying to be funny. I see blue and black.
I saw both
But I
colors.
feel like
I
there
only
was
seen
I
blue
literally
and
seen
black.
both
unless
colors.
you
But
saw the
everybody's
original
team
photo,
winning
life
people
is
was
different.
editing it throughout them posting it though.
Yeah,
Like
some of them
people
were
were
edited, but
People
some
were
of them
literally
were-
putting
I'll go to the
filters
live
throughout
picture
the
right
literally
now.
had
Don't
the
make me
same
find
one
it.
and saw a different color, and I was in a group of people where some people said they saw gold and white.
Yeah,
and some people
but
saw
that's just a
silver.
part
Yeah.
of like that's.
But people
you
view
personally,
life
your
differently,
eyesight
and that's
stuff.
how I
But
think we
my
all
whole
put our-
point is though that I'm trying to get to overall is I
Two
get what you're
women.
saying. You don't know what I'm about to say.
Two women, no.
You don't.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say all in all is I get how things were, but it's time to break these generational curses and put yourself first. Just because it say you supposed to ride for your man or do all these, it doesn't make it right. Because internally, if you're unhappy and you're not feeling good, that should be enough for you to walk away. No matter the children, the situation, it doesn't make me feel good anymore.
Understandable, but we
But
all.
for what?
I
For
say
what?
this:
My
we
statement
all
stands.
have a feeling, and we all tied into a feeling. And some
Exactly,
people may
but at
listen.
what point
But
wasn't
you got to
enough?
understand. But some people my mother may feel whole in her situation.
Yeah.
That don't mean because it's not whole to you.
Yeah.
Don't mean listen to what I'm saying.
Majority
Just 'cause
of
it's
women,
even, but some people,
Right.
like we talked about it earlier, women get beat on and don't leave.
They don't.
but what I'm
And they
trying to
stay,
tell
but
you
they may
is
feel
that
whole in that
I'm speaking
situation.
I'm speaking on situations that I personally know of.
So
I
you
know
can't speak
multiple
on the
people.
broad
No,
perspective,
but
Woody.
I'm speaking. What I'm saying is the people that I do know. If I could straight up ask you at the end of the day, are you happy in your situation? And you can tell me no. If you don't feel comfortable with your mate, if you don't feel that you can trust your mate and be yourself,
Go
that
ask
does
somebody
not
that's
mean-
been married years.
I have.
Like ask
I
them,
have.
and what do they say?
No,
No, because
no.
that's their best friend. Once you get married,
But my point is, what I'm trying to say is that these same people that I asked, when it come down to it, these things aren't going the way that I wanted to go, or these things I could be happy. Now when I say, when you have somebody that you really feel, now y'all gonna go through ups and downs, you got to find out what's worth it. But when you feel that you're torn and you're not yourself, you playing get back, you cheating, y'all doing all these things, what you doing? Why are you still in this relationship? Why? What are you getting out of it?
that's that
Besides the
relationship.
way-
I understand that.
Right.
I understand that. But let's take it out of. Let's take it out of. That's that
Wait.
person. Obviously, if you going to the limbs of cheating and doing all of this, you can't be happy. Some people still might be happy, but truthfully, when you go get married, that your goal wasn't to go cheat on your husband, to have multiple person or your wife.
It didn't
that
change
wasn't
so
your
much. I done
goal.
see polygamy relationships, so where you now
Yeah.
you gonna get.
Yeah,
I done seen
but
females
that's an
start going.
agreement.
It ain't an agreement because
That's what
let
you
me
came
say
up with.
it's some of them, but I done seen situations where females ain't never been gay, and now all of a sudden they
Yeah,
buy because they nigga
'cause
cheated
they
on
getting
them because they love that
manipulated.
nigga that much that
Yeah.
they'll turn themselves into what they want them.
Exactly.
So
And that's
everybody.
So
when
you
the-
don't think that's a settle? You don't think that's
I
a
don't-
mental illness?
everybody happiness is different. I feel like,
Yeah.
and
All
whatever
I'm
your
trying to say
happiness is,
I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to tell you that, like, I can see what you're saying, but them people are not. We done made jokes about that all the time. Not you having threesomes because your man can't stop cheating. You know them bitches is crying at home, watching them niggas fuck on somebody
Man.
else.
It's like the Ray J and Princess thing. He was like, you was there when I was doing it. And she was like, and I realized that wasn't me, so I didn't want it no more.
Exactly.
but she did it because she loved
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But some
That was
people
her
may
way.
accept that.
But
Some
she
people may
really
be-
wasn't happy. That girl
She
was
might
in there.
not be.
She was not
But
happy,
she was.
bro.
You might not be happy,
Yeah,
but
she
she was in
definitely-
love.
But
And
my
then when
whole
you-
point is, but what you keep trying to make me think, I'm talking about hypothetically speaking, straight up, you're not happy, and you know you're not. That's what you're trying to make
Yeah.
excuses all around. At the end of the
Leave.
day, you
That's
not,
why, like-
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. But people
They
make
do.
all
Some
these excuses.
people-
But the kids here. But we've been married for 10 years. But we've been this. But we've been in that. When is that enough? No.
When the person
Deal
in
with
that
my
situation-
point. Hold on,
Heal
though.
with
But my
yourself.
point is, heal within yourself, because why are you sticking along with a guy that's dogging you out? There's so many girls that, oh, I'm married, just wanted to say they married.
Some people don't
they
know how to
niggas
heal
cheated.
within themselves. You want to know?
Exactly,
That's why
'cause they
people.
not taking
You want to
the
hear
time
something
to
crazy?
heal.
Some people
Healing
don't
ain't
even.
pretty.
People
That's the
need to go.
ugliest
Some
process
people
you
need
go
to go to
through.
therapy. Some people need to go.
Exactly, and they
but
don't wanna do
sometimes
that.
You might not want to, but
Because
sometimes
they're
you-
running.
And
That's the
that
whole
could
point that
be.
I'm getting at.
It could be definitely, but that's the.
Bitch, you gonna hit my
I gotta
bitch,
skate in a
I'm
minute
gonna
too.
hit you again.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm
I gotta
not.
skate in a minute. I gotta stop my show in 30 minutes.
I'm not okay. We about to do this. It's over. But like I said, all in all, like, that's my whole point. Is I want people to know that sometimes enough is enough. Don't stick around for something because, oh, we've got all these years, or because this is
This
normal,
chemistry
or
and-
because
yeah.
this is what America's standards are. If you feel that you're not happy no more, take that time to deal. It's not going to be a pretty process to leave a situation. That shit ugly. You're gonna be at your lowest point. But when you rise up from that, now you're gonna deal with certain things. Now you're gonna know what you can handle and what you can't. But a lot of people are dealing with situations for comfortability. No, deal with your trauma. That's my whole point. When is enough enough? Deal, like, now you realize, now you getting dogged out, now you having threesomes, now you doing things that you truly don't want to be do. When you wanted, all you wanted was a committed relationship with your husband or wife. Now you getting all this extra shit.
That come with that. Life come with extra
I mean,
shit.
it does,
Like,
but-
you feel me?
but
Like,
my-
if you when
again,
you married,
let it go.
it's
I'm
a
about to
difference
fuck
between
this.
relationship and marriage. I'm sorry, I'll let y'all.
I
This
hate
is
you too, bitch.
it's just a difference between relationship and marriage. I think
boundaries
those
are
are.
everything. Though. You gotta have
Yeah.
boundaries.
I
Even
think
in
the
a marriage,
relationship
you
and
have
marriage is
boundaries.
just too different. You know what I'm
but you
saying?
still have
Because there's
boundaries.
certain things that even in marriage and relationship that you would deal with that you wouldn't deal with if you were single.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would you deal with anything when you're single?
It's still something you won't deal with no broke nigga when you single, but if that nigga got a hard shit, you stuck in the house, bitch. Let's go.
I definitely. This was a nice A real nice episode.
It was.
I really,
Clap it up for that, goddamn it. Clap it up for that, goddamn it.
really want y'all to comment and see where y'all viewpoints are at on this episode today. Cause
Yeah, let us know. Like,
yes.
Are you dealing with? Are you gonna continue to rock it out with a person because that's your husband, that's your wife? Or are you gonna continue to put up with it, or enough is enough?
And the difference in generations as well, because
Yeah,
we can say easily, absolutely not. But when you're dealing with someone from generation from 30 years ago, 40 years ago,
it's completely
it's
different.
embedded in their brain, so it's totally different. And everybody
but-
not as strong
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
Also,
away
I'm,
from that. So
Right.
I'm holding it down for the good man and the faithful side niggas. Just faithful side niggas. We gonna prevail one day. We're gonna prevail.
Everybody heal different, and I mean, I think how you just want everybody just to know they worth.
And that's it.
And then I mean, we get there at different times, so everybody had to go through that journey to get there to realize we are enough.
And if you keep going through the same thing, keep finding
and
niggas
men
in
too.
different bodies.
This isn't
you ain't
subjective
doing
to
it right.
women. Men too. Like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
you, but
men too.
but
Yeah.
men too.
Thank you.
Who you gotta
Yeah,
work
these
with
guys
these
that
girls
literally
doing
getting
shit.
dogged and
Yeah.
getting cheated on, and they
Yeah.
stay. Like, that's how I felt about my ex. Like, at the end of the day, you literally knew I was not pleasing you. You should have left me. He should have left me because I wasn't pleasing him. Didn't want to do nothing.
I don't cheat. I help you cheat.
I think that. On that note, please enter the music. And close
Y'all,
this
make
out.
sure y'all follow, subscribe to our YouTube, Big
Yes.
Talk Small Conversation.
Comment.
What's your
Everything.
breaking point? That's a topic for today. So please leave some.
I think
some
we all
feedback.
reached our breaking point today.
Yeah, this was the heated
I
one.
literally got gray hairs today, y'all. Right where my
definitely.
panty liner should be.
Him and his panty liner. Yeah, y'all stressed me out with this episode. We're gonna have to figure out another one because
We're gonna do something fun
It's
next
hot
time.
in this motherfucker.
we need to get to the trauma. We need to get
It's
to the trauma.
super hot. Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's Big Talk
Thank
Small
you.
Conversation.
Woo woo.